So we have sound now. We're back. We're live.
Hooray!
All right.
Well, we have been live. It's
Sorry,
just...
ladies and gentlemen. It seems that some bloody kobolds got into the system and messed with stuff they shouldn't have.
No, isn't there like a spray?
And then forgot to warn us that they were clicking the Mike's live button.
There's a good way to deal with that.
Yeah, that too.
Burn
I
them
didn't.
alive.
Yeah.
Either way, if you missed all that, so basically, welcome to Legendary Action. We are a group of regular nerds and individuals who are passionate about playing tabletop role-playing games, including Dungeons & Dragons 5e, which is what we are playing today in a low fantasy homebrew setting called Terrowyn. And we have Mike and Matt on this side of the table. Matt playing
Playing the human warlock Riken.
We have Mike playing
The half-elf Bod, and I will be named Thalin. Sorry for Bod, I forget words all the time. And at least in combat for the night, I will be stepping in and playing Alfarius, the big dragon.
Unfortunately, Alfarius, or the player Dylan, he is feeling under the weather, and he will not be joining us tonight, but he better be watching from home.
Yeah.
Serious, Dylan. I'm watching you.
If
I
you
know
want
where
us
you
to do,
live.
and if you want us to do anything specific,
Message.
you know
I
where to
guess.
go.
Not particularly.
Yeah, man, message. You can,
just
yeah,
wanna play
exactly.
that.
Send us
You can
messages.
play
No,
if
you
you
know
want.
what? No. You know what?
A minute-ish.
Influence the game through your sparks, if you
Well,
have any.
We would have to turn it on.
And then we
Is
have
that on?
Amanda playing.
No.
Dylan.
Oh.
I'm playing the human druid.
I'm gonna go turn on this.
And we have Chase playing.
Lucian, the sorcerer.
And we have Alex playing.
Luthor, the half-orc barbarian.
And all together, we are Legendary Action. And
No,
we
we're
are
Exodus.
super charming people. And yeah, so we hope that you'll enjoy what you're going to watch tonight. We love the fact that you're joining us here on Twitch. If you're watching on Mixer, all the regulars who are coming back to watch tonight, we love you guys. See, I know you're back out there. You were on like a small hiatus, but we're happy you're back watching again, contributing, watching us. And
I saw Malachi.
I know Malachi's
Hi,
there,
Malachi.
and then I saw that Gavin Shadow. I see you're feeling under the weather, so you're not going to be here tonight. I saw that message in the Discord. I didn't reply, so don't think I'm ignoring you. If you watch this episode retroactively, and all the regulars, we appreciate you coming back and contributing and hanging out. Don't forget to drop us a follow if you like the show and like what we're putting on. We appreciate it. It goes really far, and you can find our social media links down in our descriptions on both Twitch and Mixer. But Mixer has like icons that you click on, I believe.
Yeah, icons.
Yeah.
They look like the socials.
Yeah, they look like the icons for the social media. Like, I mean,
But it goes to ours.
but it goes to ours.
It goes
It's a
special
trick.
places.
Technology is awesome.
Hey, Twitch, take lessons, okay?
Lessons.
Take lessons. Social media is a big part of streaming. You should be able to just. It should be integrated into the platform already. But that being said, do we have any announcements? Anything we want to go over? We do have some interesting stuff that's coming down the line. I am working on a new setting with everybody, and we will be streaming in an extra day.
Yeah.
We're hoping for spring to get the new show running, and we are also going to be streaming variety streaming with OG Scotsman as a guest, and we'll be doing a variety of different things. We'll be doing hangouts. I've been playing Guild Wars 2. We're going to be playing Divinity Original Sin 2 this weekend, so if you want to come talk to us, come check us out on Legendary Action Official. We'll be streaming on this same channel. You'll get notifications when we go live.
And it'll say it in the title.
And it'll say in
like
the title
what
that
we're
that's
doing.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that as well.
I'm hoping.
You want to thank your fans?
I was going to say. And if anyone came over from my channel or came over from the amazing raid that happened the other night when me and the DM over here.
Hi, that's me, the disembodied voice that was talking through Scotsman's channel.
Yes, that's him. I know he isn't always the loudest individual, as am I far too being loud, which isn't English. But thank you all for stopping by. If you guys are coming from that raid and you're stopping in to see me, I appreciate it. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons if you're new to it, and I appreciate you guys for coming out and seeing some other stuff I do on the side.
I have an announcement.
Oh my God!
For everyone who wasn't able to hear, as we were about to go live, our DM politely reminded us that we are all friends at the table. So I'm getting the feeling
I'm scared.
it's going to be a rough night. So stick with us. We need you.
Not to mention that since the paladin wasn't here, he specifically said, someone's playing him
Sent you the
because
link.
you're not gonna make it without him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you're awesome.
needless to say, we've been forewarned that this is gonna be a rough one.
It's gonna be a fun
Listen,
night.
It's gonna be awesome.
I design great encounters. Well balanced and meticulously
Painful.
planned down to the hit point. All right, you guys never at all do I underestimate your guys' abilities to get through these encounters. Never once.
The best encounters.
The best encounters.
The
That being said, also, what was the channel's name? I Flip for Follows.
I flip for
If you're here checking us out, man, we appreciate it, and welcome to Legendary Action and seeing who we are. Seeing who I am in person. I liked your video, and the flip was excellent.
Yes, so if you happen to be watching us and you're curious what an amazing flip in an extremely confined space would look like, check out the channel I Flip for Follows.
Yeah.
It is
Like, you mean
quite...
like in real life?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, not rolling
Like-
for it?
like-
in real life.
Like,
Yeah.
he steps up out of his chair that is smaller than the room I have where I'm sitting right now, takes his jacket off, and flips.
Yeah, he does a flip,
Like,
like a backflip.
Just like, "Wah-da!"
Like,
Wow.
He ninja moves.
Yeah.
He does
He
the
did.
ninja stuff.
That's pretty impressive.
And
honestly.
flip.
It is.
damn it.
Since
Goddamn
I feel like
technology.
I'm pretty agile and I will never come close to being able to do a standing backflip like that, that's impressive.
I can barely roll around in confined space.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Also, I don't know if you've noticed.
I don't like getting out of bed in the morning.
Everybody else except for myself and Matt are wearing Legendary Action shirts. So the crew's getting their shirts in. The process is getting streamlined because I know a few people have asked us like, "Hey, can I get a shirt? Where can I buy a shirt?" We are
Yeah.
working out the design flaws and getting everything set.
Like, they have
They
their
are
own
coming.
printers and stuff, and we have to make sure our colors work with their printers. And then we also found out that there's, like, if you know about like Photoshop, there's dots per inch, and all the files you submit have to fall under certain standards to print well. And so we did have a couple like failed, screwed up, royally prints. And we didn't want to release that to everybody.
One thing I have noticed is that Amanda's dragon, very red. That print, however that print came out,
Was the best.
is the best one.
It's the
Out of I
best
think
print.
everybody.
Yeah, that's true. These do look really light.
I used to. That's weird. Interesting.
It
Yeah,
might be
right.
the
Figure it
fabric.
out.
It
Might be
the
something we want to
fabric.
hit up Teespring with. That's what I'm
Since
saying. I
that's a
think it might
different
be the
style.
fabric. But either way, they
Yeah.
are coming. We'll probably have links to ordering them through our Discord or something. So if you're interested in hanging out and talking to us, jump into our Discord. Like we're pretty active in there.
We are
and
all
we,
on there.
we love giving Matt a hard time about his painting because I see that you're painting on a regular basis.
Yes.
And this isn't going where you think it's going. Can I have my building back so I can paint it?
Whoa!
So, funny story. No. We'll get into it later.
Oh no!
I feel like this is a no, I'm sorry, where do I buy you a new one story.
God, you're way ahead of me.
Alright. Well, enough shenanigans. Let's get into tonight's episode. I'm ready to see. We're going to be starting with some combat, and I'm super excited to see how everybody handles it. So, we're going to run the intro, and we'll see you in about a minute and 40 seconds or so.
Sounds good.
Be right there.
Or so.
Bear with us.
They can't hear you.
We're back. I know we were back a little bit earlier. We're making some minor lighting adjustments and getting that all ready. But
Feels dark.
now let's go. It feels a little dark.
Yeah.
How does it look now?
Looks okay from here.
Looks good.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll see how the
I was just
red turns out.
making sure. Does
The
it look-
side of the table doesn't need a lot of light.
No. Yeah.
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 You know, there's this thing.
I'm gonna have to
That
agree
helps
with you
that.
guys on that
It's
one.
called outside.
Dude. No. Ooh.
So,
It's like, oh, do this if you're
Oh,
lighting
that burned
things.
my
Like, no, you
ears.
don't understand. We got neon people. Neon white. However that works. Reflective.
Outside? That word stings my ears.
See,
Just the
I
word
went outside
burns
once, and then I got
Just
and
the
then I
word
was like became a
burns.
lobster.
the story was bad.
Lobster?
The graphics were terrible.
Yeah, I saw.
Real life.
No
It's-
respawns.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
sun? What level do I unlock that at?
in the middle of the summer, I saw Mike take out the trash one time, and he came back and he had a sunburn.
That's true.
You know what?
That is how white he is.
I wish that story was just a joke.
And the best part is, do you know what I am? I have to turn orange on my LED lights in my face when I stream to give me color.
So,
Yeah,
That
someone else has to
bronzish
give you
look.
color.
that
Yeah.
being said, we ready?
Are we all friends at the table?
No, I'm not your friend at the table right now.
He knows.
So none of you. Last week,
Apparently, no one's speaking.
all legendary action. You guys finally got back into town, and you got into a bunch of shenanigans at Dusty Dog.
Typical day.
The half orc pissed off some local patrons and townsfolk.
Some racists.
Typical day.
Typical day. Some, hey man, listen.
Oh,
we
well.
can get into the politics of orcs and their nature later. Fantasy
saying
isn't
it's
like
not
real life.
justified.
Orcs are a problem. Okay,
You're
in
bad.
my world,
You're bad people. Really, you just are.
it's not your fault though. It's your god's fault. So,
Ooh, that
you got into some shenanigans.
cut.
You had some drinking. You had some fun. The dragon board played with the mouse. Played tag with the mouse. And the bard played a song. Played a drinking song, a really popular drinking song. Hey, do you remember what the name of that song is?
The witch that once.
The winch that once was.
The winch.
The witch that once.
We knew.
That we knew,
once
yes.
knew.
The
The
witch
wench
that
she
was that
we
we once knew.
There we go.
That. And it was about a wench, and I would continue the story, but it's a very, very famous, terribly not okay story.
Sasha,
Ma'am?
pet friendly
Ma'am?
environment.
She sounds like a
Ma'am?
fucking an
Ma'am?
elite from Halo.
The dog is currently confined in a cone, which only enhances her hearing power.
Yeah, meet Reno PD's new surveillance equipment. Is he in there? Is he in there?
What do you got? What do you got?
The dog just looks back.
Then the mayor asked after you guys had gotten nice and plastered, which, if you all remember, only 3 of you were cured of your drunkenness, and 1 of you wasn't drunk.
Me!
Cured.
Soba!
Cured.
So we have Luthok, who is currently drunk.
No, I got
No,
cured.
he got
Was it
cured.
not
I-
you? Who
I-
was
So, Luthok,
Drunk?
me, Alfarius, and Luthok all drank my nanny's special curing potion. It was actually my grandfather's, but it changed just now.
You arrived at the mayor's residence to meet with him and discuss terms for going into Fogbottom in the Trollclaw Mires and getting ingredients to help stem the small outbreaks of skin rot that are appearing in the Central Vale, in the small towns and villages around the area.
Yes.
And upon arriving in the mayor's
Nice.
mansion,
Everything.
you entered and found his faithful servant, Rovan, dead with a sword in his chest, all of his personal guard dead. And you broke into his personal study only to see that the Mayor Tolvis and his wife, Misha, were being assailed by whites. And Misha, her clothing torn and slightly bloodied with strike marks from swords, and a couple of other dead, that's redundant, dead undead on the floor.
What's a
Her
rest
standing
undead?
guard over her husband, their backs to the wall, looking for a way out.
That's
You
right.
see them being assailed.
Right or
So,
down.
And that's where we start.
Outside of a history check, what do I know about whites?
You know they're undead.
Cool.
Oh.
That's good enough for me. That helps.
You're drunk. Oh,
So,
yeah, they're dead. You're toasted.
You got
So you burst
This
open
thing,
the
yeah.
doors, you see
Yep.
the scene,
bueno.
and there you are.
Remember that Alfarius has
I know many things about Alfarius.
pretty much nothing for lay on hands because he used it all
He's
to
got 5.
cure you
He's got
guys.
5 left.
Yeah.
He used 15.
And Matt and Lucian both have disadvantage on all attacks and ability checks
Disadvantage
for
for
the
the
combat.
evening.
So, let's roll for initiative.
Oh dear, no.
Going around
Do we need
the
to adjust the battle cam and stuff, or how that?
No, we fixed it.
No, we
We-
fixed
okay,
it.
so now we're going to battle cam.
You know,
I think we fixed it.
Yeah.
All right, yes, initiative, starting left to right. Go around the table.
Oh, yeah, solid 9.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
So, Alfarius rolled a 2, and I rolled a 17.
So, write them down.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. You got a what?
I got a 9.
It's a good number.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get everybody's, and then you can do them in order.
Yeah, what's yours?
Come on, you're in charge of initiative.
I
Go.
have 12.
Okay.
the other one was better. I have 7 now.
I have 7.
Cool, so you had 12?
Yes.
And the whites rolled an 18.
Woo, wee boy!
That's all bad. We're all friends at the table.
Yeah. So as you break into the room, all eyes turn to your
Whites?
party.
18.
The whites look,
Didn't you just say you had a 17?
and a few of them start moving in your direction. Misha immediately yells out, "Quickly, help us. I have to get my husband out of here. He's been stabbed. Make way so I can get through." And she grabs Tolvis by his shirt and yanks him to his feet. She starts making her way towards the door and runs past you. The whites quickly turning to pursue.
Now, question. Looking at the scene, these whites have swords as well?
Yes.
Okay. They're not like the clawy undead. They're like squirty undead.
No. No. Whites are
Sorting.
way more powerful than zombies.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Thanks for the clarification.
But you do notice that poking out through under some of their hoods and under the long, tattered, and dying hair of some of them do seem to resemble elves.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that makes sense.
Well, I don't know.
Awesome. Well, starting the initiative for the evening is me failing. Okay, so that's how the room
Yeah, don't
works.
get yourself killed.
We're all friends here.
Let's go.
I had to scroll up. I
Let's get this
am
going.
going to lean around. Actually, screw it. I'm gonna be.
You see
split.
where you're standing.
So I'm going to look at Luthok and Alfarius as I rub my hands together and I yell out, "Well, looks like it's time to be heroes, boys!" And I smack them on the shoulder, casting heroism at level 2 on the both of you, giving you 4 temporary hit points per round.
Oh.
4? I think a minute. For 1 minute. So 10 rounds.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good.
Can you
I need
can
that.
you put out a timer, please?
As long as you
Yes, sir.
concentrate, that is.
Yep, concentration. That's fine.
And then
That's fine.
yeah, once you get that fixed, we can get the concentration tabs or whatever for everybody.
Mm.
Once that's fixed. Because I do not have a concentrating
Thing.
thing.
If you would like,
So,
I
that's
will make
fine.
I will make a little mark right here.
Yep.
See, with a circle.
Okay.
Means I'm concentrating.
Boom. Good call.
That
Boom.
will end my turn, as then I unfortunately let the whites go next.
So turning far more athletically than the normal zombie or skeletons with the shambling, they turn with a very, very determined and very sentient look, and sizing up your equipment, your armor, your body. They start moving towards you, meaning to engage in combat right in the hallway. So 10. So we'll go with those two. Others move in line. So The first white is going to make a multi-attack against Riken.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ooh. No.
So he pulls out its long sword, wielding it in one hand, and swings with you twice.
Just in case, that's what I do. So we can see the map if we need to.
Oh, accidentally clicked out of the stats. My bad. So that's a 22 to hit on the first one, and an 18 to hit on the second.
Obviously, they both miss.
Yeah, so they both hit. So you take
Solid. Good
you
start.
take 14 slashing damage
Yeah.
from both attacks. The second white makes 2 attacks against Luthok, who unfortunately is going so latent that he can't rage.
Yep.
Yet.
That's bad.
I did what I could, my friend.
So, one's going to miss, and that's going to be a 15 to hit on one. So that's a miss. So both miss.
Nope. I don't have my shield anymore. It's 14. Remember, I lost it in that dungeon escape. It's
You get a new one?
Didn't you get a new one?
No.
Or you
we
possibly
never
Literally
did.
purchase them whenever
No, you
want.
got a new one.
Oh, did
It's
I?
a small one, but you got
I'm
one.
pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you purchased one.
I did purchase.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have you written
Yeah, I
down right
remember
now
that
as a
now.
16.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
remember we picked you a stupidly proportioned shield that just kind of covers your forearm.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure you bought a shield. Either way, that's how I'm ruling it for right now. You got a shield, so you got a 16, so both misses.
Okay.
So
cool.
it comes
I'm
over
down.
hand, making 2 wide slashes across you. You throw the shield up in front of you, both of them hit the shield, bounce right off. Alright. The other whites patiently wait to watch and see what their comrades accomplish.
Ellen.
Elin.
Eileen. Sorry, I do apologize.
Alright. I kind of look around at the party. See who's going to need this. And then I go up to the blue orc.
Sasha, why?
Well, you can't quite make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in between you and Orc. Hi. Camera moved.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Push command out a little
It's
bit.
still okay.
Well, since seeing who's closer, I go up to Alfarius and I pat him on the shoulder. Well, I get my spear and I tap him on the shoulder
Okay.
and I cast resistance.
Okay, what does resistance do?
Resistance. You touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making a saving throw. The spell then ends.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So he has an effect on him.
He has the effect. And then that ends my turn.
Who's next?
That's gonna be Riken.
Riken. So you just took 2 fat longsword swipes right across you. You
Fuck.
barely raise your arm in time, trying to conjure the weapon at the same time to protect yourself. Unfortunately, you cast it too late, and the sword comes right through past your.
Feel free to
Magic.
retreat.
I will. Maybe. Alright. So, I take those hits. I think to myself, fuck, I'm too drunk. I drank more than I thought. Why don't I have my shield? So I cast Mirror Image on myself with my action.
Okay.
Oh.
And then
Good cast.
I use my bonus action to cast Hex on the white that just hit me.
Okay. Because they don't have colors.
The light just hit you.
Which leaves me spellless.
All right.
And then I take the shield off my back, and I step, and I just get ready to fight.
All right. Sounds
That
good.
ends my turn.
So, next is Luthog.
Next is me? Oh, goodness. Yeah. So, I rage.
And
Use my bonus action.
can I take a minute before his turn?
Have at it.
Yeah. I would just say to you, push us into the room. Get us out of this doorway.
Arrange. Yeah, because you can't move through an enemy, right?
No.
No.
I can't get into this room because they're in front of me.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You can, however.
Make a special attack. Shove attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a shove attack on the white in front of me.
Okay.
You can, however, move through your teammates. So as long as there's a hole for us to squeeze through, we can get through it.
Can I recklessly shove?
It's an attack.
It's an
It is
attack, yeah.
Yeah, it's an attack.
That's interesting.
I don't see why you couldn't.
I've never thought about a reckless.
Or is it
shove.
a strength check, which I would normally already have?
You have to make the attack first, then
No,
Then-
I
I've
don't
never
think
done
that's
a
true.
shove attack before.
Let's check it out.
Uncharted territory.
I believe a shove attack is literally just an attack that you do.
Dylan did a shove attack in our other setting.
I click shove attack, I get stone attack.
Yeah, so shoving. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature.
That's all you need.
Either
Special
to knock
melee
it
attack.
prone or push it away from you.
Mhm.
If you are able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. The target must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check, which I have advantage on because I'm raging, which is constituted by the target's strength or dex.
Contested, right?
Yeah, the target chooses. If you win the contest, you either knock the target prone or push it away 5 feet.
Well, it's got the same, so it's going to use strength.
Acrobatics.
Oh! Well, I rolled a 19.
He rolled a
What?
6, so do you trip him or do you shove him?
I shoved the shit out of him.
So he goes 5 feet, correct?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate rolling so high and he still only
So
moves
you-
5 feet.
Goes 5 feet. You
That's the
shove him
breaks.
back, he loses his balance and wheels onto his heels.
Yeah.
Wheels and wheels.
I step forward to occupy the space.
Okay. That's it? Just that far?
Actually.
Yeah. You
Yeah, because they can then move through me
Alpha into his spot and have
Okay.
me attack.
to get past. Because mechanics. Get the fuck off.
He doesn't have
I end my turn.
Okay. Alright.
No, not now.
Does that end your turn?
Yep, that ends my turn.
We're getting aggressive if we fell back. That'd be better.
Alright, next player. Who's next?
I believe that's me.
Yes.
Yep, Lucian.
Can I get to my right side of that white that he just pushed?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. That's where I'm
5,
going.
10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You want to be in the square next to it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 feet.
Question: does that count as me hitting him with an attack? Because I didn't do
Don't worry about that.
for ancestral protectors. When raging, the first creature you hit with an attack
Torm.
on your
Yeah,
turn
sure,
is
that's fine.
dissipated.
Yeah, that's fine.
That hits Luthok, doesn't it? Yep.
Yeah,
so I'm
it totally
moving up-
does.
I'm moving up there.
Okay, that's 30.
And that does not, right?
I don't know. You're the one that
No.
has the thing.
It
It
hits-
doesn't look like it does.
Hits both
It
the
hits
whites and
this
misses.
white and that white.
Now, did he provoke an attack of opportunity from the white as he passed by?
Which one?
The one to my left.
All right. So this.
I'm gonna say no because he passed through your
This only
through your
hits
space.
this one and that one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast.
Just simply because
Burning
it's so
hands.
confined, it's more worried about you than it is him.
Alright.
Alright,
So-
cast Burning Hands.
So I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. Whoa. That's 12 fire damage.
You also did forget to take your extra attack though, too.
Do
I
you
don't have it yet.
We're not 5th level yet. You
Oh
get-
yeah, 5th level. Okay.
So that'll be on that far back left one of me and the one right in front of Luthok.
Okay.
It couldn't quite reach the one that's in there.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
How much damage did you do?
12.
12?
Yeah, 12 fire damage.
12 fire
Whoa.
damage. Okay.
Down.
12.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Misty Step and get the fuck back.
Oh. I was like, where did you miss the stepping to? Oh, okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Neat. As Matt would say.
Neat.
Neat.
All right.
Question for you. I want to make sure I have this right. What is the name of Alfarius' deity?
Alfarius' deity?
Torm.
No.
No, he switched from Torm.
Oh, it's
Torm doesn't exist in this setting.
That's right. That's because I'm reading a D&D book.
It's
Taylor.
Taylor.
Is it Taylor?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Yes, Taylor, the goddess of battle and patron of shield maidens,
So Alfarius slings his shield over in his left hand,
which is an interesting pick for a male dragonborn
pulls
paladin.
out his sword, and he tings his sword against the shield, looking at the undead and saying, with Taylor's wrathful gaze, do I cast Wrathful Smite, as he runs up, using his bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite on him. So I need... Actually, it just happens. Yeah. So I cast it, now he is being targeted by Wrathful Smite. As an action, the creature, you, may make a wisdom check against my spell DC to steal its resolve and end this spell. Oh, no. So make... No, sorry.
No,
Make a wisdom saving throw as of right now.
Okay,
It does additional effects, too. You need a DC 13.
Fails.
It is now...
Well, you have to hit with your weapon before anything happens. So maybe swing your sword.
Alfarius steps up.
Next to me.
Next to him. Do I get any form of advantage due to the way that it's set up?
No.
I can't see.
No.
No? So regular hit it
He is
is!
not being flanked.
Yeah, we don't have surrounded advantage.
Does a 18 hit.
It does.
Yeah, come on in. So he strikes.
With the
Roll damage.
smite.
The Wrath of Smite.
You already failed to save. I won't re-roll it.
Okay, so then you're frightened of...
And then he's going to add a first level smite on top of it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Is it D6?
And T6 psychic damage. Yeah.
So it is going to be 8, 12, 15... 19 damage.
19 damage?
19 damage with 13 being radiant.
Alright, so the white is, unless it's immune to frightened, is now frightened of Alfarius and can use an action during its turn to make a wisdom saving
And since this is an
to break the
undead,
spell.
It does an extra.
it does an extra D8.
Yeah.
Because he's undead. So an additional 2, so 21 points of damage.
Yep. That's why things like Moonbeam and stuff like that is
As he
exceptionally
hunkers
powerful.
down his shield and places his blade upon the top of his shield, getting ready for more combat. Ending his turn.
Smites are very useful against undead.
Smites are just
Useful in
Awesome.
general.
Yes.
Yeah, well, smites,
This is a fact.
smites are already powerful.
They are, in
now
fact,
you're using
just
an
super
action
useful.
To it. Yeah.
That will end Alfarius' turn. Shit. Let me just write down the fact I used a first level spell on Alfarius real quick. Now, it goes up to me.
the
Top
knights
of the order.
say me.
The knights who say me.
So
It is now top of the order, if that matters, Andy.
He did about 20
I'm also
damage, right?
concentrating on the spell.
21 points of damage. So you were also concentrating now as well,
On the hex.
and so is Alfarius.
Yeah, he is. It's true. True story.
Oh.
What's up, very
Because it did the fear. So
Wrathful
I have to
Smite. It's a
concentrate.
D6 every time I hit.
It's a concentration.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good thing is it.
So,
He has to take an action to break it, which is neat. It's a good spell.
Yeah, that is really good.
Put it on the wrong
And if it doesn't take the attack action, it doesn't get its multi-attack, so it can't use the
Oh.
second.
Second fail.
Oh, I didn't see.
And the smite
you
is a spell
concentrating?
slot as well, so use 2 first level slots.
I just remember you have a one.
So,
You
D8.
used 2
Smite.
first level spots.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Actually.
Whack.
What?
so a
I don't know.
is Alfarius carrying his shield right now?
Yes.
Is he wearing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you cast the spell?
believe he's a paladin, so he uses his.
They can use it.
He can use it. It was cast with a sword.
Yeah, you use
Yeah,
it.
Raffle
through, I
Smite
think they
is
use it
part
through their
of
sword.
Raffle Smite
It's
is the
part of the
is
melee.
attack.
Yeah, it might be a part of the attack, but does it require?
To initially cast it.
Does
Okay,
it
well,
require
give me a moment.
components?
Let me reread the
I
spell.
don't think so.
I thought
Before
they
we
could-
get too
Um,
far.
I thought
So,
they could
bonus
cast through their
action?
Sword.
No. The only class that can do that is the
Mine.
source, his class.
The bard.
And he doesn't have Wrathful Smite on his spell sheet.
What?
He doesn't have it prepared. You're just in the spell list for paladins.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
This is what he has prepared right here.
I don't have his prepared spells. This sheet doesn't show prepared spells.
That's annoying.
That is annoying.
That's something they need to fix. He's only got these.
Well, that's annoying.
All right, so we're gonna wind back the clock on that turn real quick then.
So decrease the damage by 3, and he will cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay, that works. So shield faith.
Yep. And he'll go up his AC then.
Okay,
He does have
goes
that.
up.
I'll play him because I have his actual
You
sheet.
want to do it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
That's
I didn't.
since
I knew
your
the
shit's-
import had problems,
Yeah,
but
since
like
your
we ran
shit's
into
What
it
we'll
pretty
do is
fast.
you'll
So
tell
his AC
you'll
goes
tell
to
what you want to
21.
roll.
Sure. Yeah. All right. That'll work. You hate my rolls that much? Damn.
Honestly,
We need to stand
I like
down.
that
No,
idea.
listen. If I roll for someone else, it's gonna be great. It's just my
So
character.
reduce the
I'm gonna
damage
ruin.
by 2.
3,
3.
because
Use
that's
a
all I
D6.
rolled for.
It adds a d6.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I noticed we found some the other day, and now there's more.
That's just where they put them.
Okay.
That's where they
Yeah.
got put.
Oh,
That's
okay,
in
that's
your
fair.
tray.
All right, so I reverse that.
Do apologize.
He's not feared anymore.
Mm-mm.
That's probably the worst part of it all, is that he's not feared.
Yeah,
I
it's a
care
really
about
good
3
spell. He
damage.
should have it prepared. I thought
That's
so.
why I'm like a little protrude right now.
But he has clerics and paladins have to be wielding. They have to wield their
Holy
Holy
symbol.
symbol.
their holy symbol. So I know that he has a symbol of Taylor on his shield, but I'm pretty sure he has to touch it in order for it to be a part of the component for that part of it to be
Well,
spelled.
and him holding the shield.
It doesn't matter. He
count
doesn't
as
have the
touching
spell
it?
prepared either way. So
No, because he's wielding the shield.
Yeah.
He's not wielding the
Luckily,
the,
that
the
spell
spellcasting
is.
focus.
They considered that, and it's a verbal.
Yeah.
It's just verbal.
It's just verbal though, so that's a
But
plus.
unfortunately, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. If it has another component though, then we'll be in trouble.
Okay.
Things happen. It's okay.
So that will end Alpharius' turn.
All right.
It is now the top of the order. It is now
Uh-oh.
my turn.
That's 2 of his slots.
Yeah.
He's only got 1 left.
He would have cast that anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
So, sorry, I have to go back because I was looking at Raffles right now.
Okay.
There we go. So, now it is my turn.
Okay.
I will then look at. I have to. Oh well. Then I will just look at. Fuck, I can't move up. I can move through people's spaces, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I will move up.
Allies space.
Allies. I will move up and go to the right of Luvok, if I can.
Directly to the right of him?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay.
Can I move there?
I can't see the space.
Yeah, you can. The model just doesn't really fit there with the door open.
Perfect. So I'm gonna pull my blade out and I'm going to just go for the strike and go for the hit.
On which one? The one right in front of you?
The one right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit.
It does not.
Then that's all I can do. And my turn.
You come in for a quick stab and he just deflects it out of the way. Just pink.
Cool. That ends my turn. It's now the White's turn.
All right.
Well, they're somewhere between 11 and 18.
Good point.
Pretty big margin there.
I like it.
Those are the only attacks we've made so far.
It is now the White's turn.
Oh no! At least I'm raging now.
Okay. Alpha, what? His armor class went up by 2.
I think it's 21.
21. That's pretty good.
That's why I did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was that or the rifle smite. I assumed that's what we had. Oh, that's not good.
The shield of faith counts as
So-
a spell slot?
The whites, the two in the back.
They look like they have fire on their hands. I don't like that.
So
I just noticed that.
I thought you loved fire.
I love casting fire. I don't like when fire hits me
So-
until I'm 6th level and I can resist it.
they both,
Fair enough.
begin to channel an arcane magical energy in their hand, and they both fire. The first one fires at Thalen.
Woo! They're casting magic. These are magical dead people.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's critical. And that's max damage on the roll too.
Red die.
Red
Red die of
die.
death. Don't lie to
Ugh,
us.
that's
It's a red
worst
die,
die.
isn't it? You're freaking lying.
It's not that bad though. So you take. Oh wait, hold on, wrong spell. You take.
Wrong spell. It is that bad.
That is that bad. So you take 12 necrotic damage. As you're struck with a bolt of necrotic energy as it hits your body, and you start to feel your life force drain out of you. The next one targets Luthok.
Concentration save.
Yep.
Fails.
Oh
Fails.
no! Bad time for it to fail.
Can't help you.
For heroism.
Do I
Yeah.
lose my temporary?
You do?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You no longer
Okay.
have. You no longer have 4. Unfortunately,
And it's going to be a miss. This one, though, going wide, trying to avoid the other whites in front of him, it strikes the ceiling. The other two whites are going to make their multi-attack. The first white's going to continue hitting Riken.
Yeah, you could stop though if you really wanted to.
If I really wanted to.
Yeah.
If, Matt. We're all friends at the table.
We're all friends at the table, man.
Friend.
Hey, at least he's only wielding it with one hand. Know what I mean? So that's going to be a 18 to hit on the first one and a 17 to hit on the second one.
Okay.
So they both hit.
They both hit. The first one hits a duplicate. Gone.
Okay.
The second one hits a duplicate.
Right.
Gone.
So you have one more duplicate,
No,
right?
one
Yeah.
more.
Okay. Alright, so a little bit confused as to where these extra people came from. He just starts slashing wildly in a wide arc, hitting as many as he can on both swing throughs, hitting 2 of your mirror images as they pop and turn into like arcane smoke and dust.
Good. Yeah.
Alright, so that ends the white's turns.
Me. Now, Mr. DM.
No.
If I recall, for Moonbeam, is it a line?
No, it's a fixtured point that comes from the sky.
Mhm.
You can't cast it in here.
Okay.
Well, she can cast it in here.
I think in the spell description it says you can't.
What? Which spell?
I believe you can
Moonbeam?
cast it
Moonbeam.
indoors.
I
What?
don't guess
Can
it.
you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
stronger if there's a
If there's a
moon, I
moon,
believe.
I couldn't remember if it was that one that was.
Um,
no, it was
Call
lightning.
Call lightning
That's what it
can't
was.
be cast indoors, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, mixing up my spells.
Alright.
But it's a It's a 5-foot. Think of like a 5-foot circular like center
Yeah, it's
point of
basically a
light coming from
10-foot
the sky.
square of effect.
Okay, just want to
Great.
make sure. So,
Great spell.
So, to help you out, if you
I don't
cast
see
it
why not. If
in
you were a character,
between
you can do it
both
all the
of
time
those,
if you want to.
Whites,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
hit both.
It's just a flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it's a 5-foot
I'm asking
radius,
because
which
like a
means
ranged
a
attack
10
normally
foot
would have
square.
disadvantage in close
So,
combat. And, like, we'll
it
talk
would
about it
be-
more later. But I have
Well,
disadvantage.
you would
in-
still have to have
5-foot radius
disadvantage
is
anyways.
4
Yeah,
squares.
for now. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it
This
that
is
way.
a 10-foot radius,
Okay.
so 5
We'll talk about
radius,
more
4
later.
squares.
Yeah, okay.
so
We do.
you see Lynn go into her like one of her pockets, brushing away, making sure Reginald moves out of the way.
Mhm.
She gets out some moon seeds and a piece of opalescent feldspar. I don't know what that is. I'm just reading what the things. You see her crushing them together, and then you see her drizzle it on her totem, and then she slams her spear down, and then in between, because it's a 5-foot radius,
Uh-huh.
in between the 2 whites in the back, she casts
Okay.
Moonbeam.
Okay.
The whites in the back.
Well,
you
the
wouldn't
whites
be
in the
able-
back
You wouldn't be
will-
able to hit both in the back.
Yeah,
You can hit both in the front, but you can't hit both. in the
Yeah,
back.
because there's a 10 feet space between them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, I remember. Isn't this? the
No,
second
that's
one?
a 10-foot radius. It's a 5-foot radius, so it's a 2x2.
2 by 2,
Yeah,
yeah.
2 by 2.
So
Yep.
Okay, it's the ones I thought they were closer. So it's the one,
Yeah, 5 foot radius is 2 by 2.
the ones up closer to me.
If you hit both them, you're gonna hit me.
Yeah, I'm
much
gonna say
you're
you're
gonna have
hitting
to-
Luthok.
You're gonna have to hit just one.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll do it for the one to your right and the way back.
Okay.
So I slam my spear, cast Moonbeam.
I couldn't tell kind of the
So
positioning's hard
Moonbeam.
to see, but
So with
It's hitting
Moonbeam,
it.
it is a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within a range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save and half
fails.
as much on that.
2d10.
2d10s.
It fails.
the beautiful thing about Moonbeam is now you just sit back and use your action to move around and fuck things
Yep.
up.
So it is 9 radiant damage.
9 radiant damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's not bad.
It's not
It's above
bad.
average. Well,
No,
it's
that's pretty much average.
It is
Pretty
average.
much average.
I don't know why I thought that was above average at first.
Okay, so I cast Moonbeam. And then, as my bonus action...
So.
Oh.
So white, silvery light erupts from the ceiling, coming through in an almost ethereal,
just do that.
like
To undo.
mirage fashion, and hits the floor, lighting it up, and you see like dust and
It
dirt like
shapes
kick
us
up
through.
as the energy hits, and then I'm wasting my time because you're down over there. But it looks really cool,
I'm sorry.
and it lights him on fire as his skin begins to sizzle and spark from the
Good.
effects of the spell.
And as my bonus action, you see me try not to hit Lucian next to me, like spin around my spear, and then at a centered point behind named Alfarius, I go ahead and use my spirit totem.
Okay, what's your spirit tone look like?
My
Which one is it?
spirit totem, as you see from the ground, you suddenly see a light come out. And it's more of like a viney figurine of a bear. You see a cute little cub bear.
Cute little bear cub just
Cute
sitting
little
on the
bear
ground.
cub. Yep.
All
He's
just
just sitting there.
Wow.
Well, it's terrifying. I kick
Yep.
it.
yeah. I scream.
Because I am the spirit of the circle of the shepherd. So with my bear spirit, the bear spirit grants you and your allies, and it is a 30-foot radius of everyone around me.
Oh yeah, that's everyone.
Each creature of your choice in the aura, when the spirit appears, gain temporary hit points equal to 5+ my druid level, so 5 + 4 is 9.
Ooh.
Yo!
In
what
addition,
up?
you and your allies
That's
gain advantage to
really
strength checks and
Speaking
strength
of,
saving throws.
Keep
while
that
in
in
the
mind
aura.
because temporary hit points don't stack, so heroism not nearly as useful as her totem. Going forward, just to remind you,
Yeah.
those effects don't stack. If you
Yeah.
cast heroism, it's either one or the other, and it's going to be
Is
9
that
because it's higher.
How often can you cast that out of character?
Probably
Once a day?
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to know.
Still powerful.
But-
Very
Oh,
very
100%. I
powerful.
just.
So you
this
guys-
is that. Do I need. It's that moment of.
So,
do
does
we
that end
need
your
my
turn?
abilities?
So you guys see the bear, you guys hear its cute little roar, and then
Wow.
you guys suddenly feel so good inside.
Hmm.
And I look at you guys and say,
So good
take care of
inside.
Cub Cub. Cub
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 Cub?
is adorable.
So
And that ends my turn.
if Cub gets hurt, do we lose our points?
No, you can't be hurt.
You can't be hurt.
It's not.
Then why do we need to take care of Cub Cub?
You
Cub Cub's
need to
taking
take care of Cub
us.
Cub.
It's a little dear.
You take
Little
care
guy's
of Cub
taking
Cub.
care of us right now.
You take care of Cub Cub.
I believe that makes it my turn.
That would be correct.
Blue thought, blue thought, blue thought.
And I'm going to recklessly attack.
Swing and a
with my-
miss.
With my warhammer. This white right in front of me.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bad. That
Miss?
Do that.
Do
I probably
better.
Missed.
Do better.
Do better, half-orc.
I've pressed 6. Does a 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I
You
totally
have,
missed.
you have one job, orc, and that's to be good at
I
combat.
swung recklessly and I got 2 7s. What do you
I'm
want
just
me to
saying,
do?
Alex, orcs survive, maybe not today.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but this may
No,
be the end
orcs
of that
survive.
myth.
That doesn't necessarily mean they kill.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go to
I
swing,
survived.
and it just turns to the side as you come down, and you hit the floor, cracking the floorboards and denting them. You try to pull your warhammer out, and you struggle to get it loose.
Well, at least now we know that they're somewhere between 13 and 18.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Skips me.
Yeah, and then, yeah, with my free action, I curse this little bastard.
Terrowyn.
Try and pull my hammer out.
Sorry, I
We
was.
need to get out of this hall. And my turn.
All right,
Riken.
All right.
let's go,
I'm
Rykin.
So
Roll high, damn it.
I'm rolling with disadvantage. It's bad enough, man.
I know it's bad enough without disadvantage.
So
So in a drunken stupor.
yeah, I do my best to clear.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck. I had way more than I thought.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah, so that 8, 12.
It's a miss.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. I'm bad at math. That's 14.
That's a hit.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better.
We figured it out.
So that'll be with the hex that I forgot to add.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Extra 1. Actually, are they, unless they don't take damage from necrotic, that 1 damage doesn't matter. So,
This is a bad night for roll damage.
no.
what can I say?
Damage is damage.
Yeah.
Damage.
No,
Trauma
yeah.
is trauma.
Yeah,
If
so
they're
they
That's
are
fine.
resistant, so they don't take it.
not- okay.
Good
Well, then,
point, though. Good point.
boom.
Damage
So
Just
they
simply
take-
because you rolled a 1. If you had rolled a 2, they would take 1.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. I can live with that. It takes 13 force damage from my packed weapon.
13 force damage.
Yeah. So I slash the sword right across its gut, and then come back behind my shield a little shaky, like God damn.
All right.
Cup.
That makes it Lucian.
Well,
Cup.
that white in the back right there, looking pretty solid. So
Yep.
I'm gonna use my spell ring of magic missile on him,
Okay.
all 3 of them,
All right.
and I'm gonna quickly follow it up with a quicken spelled magic missile.
So you're
All 3
throwing
on
6
him
of them?
again. Yeah.
6 magic missiles?
He's about to get fucked up.
What do your magic missiles look like, by the way?
Like
Describe them
Like-
for everybody.
crystals that have this. It's like it almost kind of looks like sparks that come off of them as
Okay.
they fly out.
Like they shimmer?
yeah.
Like a pretty little unicorn racing across the sky?
I'm imagining
Yeah,
more
that's
like
a
a
lot.
Roman
One,
candle, but with a
one,
crystal
three.
instead
Yeah.
of just the sparklies.
Yeah, sort of. That's a good one. I like that one better.
4, 8,
And then that's.
You ever got hit by one?
plus
Yeah, they're great.
12,
That's
8,
a
20,
good time.
20
Dude,
plus
playing
12.
tag with
Yeah, so
that?
20
Somebody
points
hit on this
of
one? Hit it?
damage,
Oh my God,
force
what?
damage.
It's a nail coming up.
I didn't see it till just now.
Just getting fucking
Yeah,
riddled
just
with
doing
spikes
So-
right now.
They all come out one at a time. They just kind of materialize above you. You send them all forward. They go weaving past your friends all in the hallway, just dodging. You guys can feel them like whipping past your head, and they start striking into it, bolting through this white, hitting the wall behind it, leaving holes and dripping dead flesh on it. The white doesn't even seem to bothered though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Just kind of sneers at you
Neat.
and starts to prepare a spell in its hand.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything. So that'll end my turn.
Alpha.
Aries.
Alpha Arius.
Alpha areas.
Alpharius. Oh.
Savior of the people.
Yeah.
Savior of Exodus.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I will write
Alpharius.
a song about
He-
Alpharius being the savior of Exodus.
He's a paladin and
So
doesn't
this
have
I swear is a
cantrips.
bard.
Boo.
Unless I died pretty
Yeah, I know, right? Boo.
So as a
Lay on
bard,
hands is kind of a cantrip.
Lay on hands is kind of a cantrip. You're right. No,
as a bard, do I swear to
no
so
doubt.
until I die.
Well,
Today.
he pulls his long sword and he attacks the white in front of. I guess he can only reach.
Yeah, he can only reach one
The
unless he
one.
walks through. He can't walk through Alex and.
He could, but why would he expose himself like that? So he's gonna attack
fair.
that one.
Okay.
He doesn't get advantage or anything, so let's do it. Hey, that's pretty good. I I roll so much better.
Hey,
for
Matt
other
was right.
people.
It's a curse and a blessing.
Just pretend you're rolling for other people all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah,
Use
let's see
your
if you can trick
imagination.
Taiki, dude. You know?
Go Taiki.
So 11 slashing damage.
Would you roll the hit first?
Oh, 19 plus.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
So
plus
11?
6.
Plus that's 6.
19.
Yeah, so 19 to
25.
hit, and then how much
I
damage
don't
did I
think he
say?
has plus
7?
6.
Plus
11
You said
damage.
11.
11 slashing damage.
I don't
Don't
think he
forget
does have plus 4.
Alfarius has
Yeah,
plus 4 to saving
we're
throws.
strength buddies. He has 18.
D4.
Does he?
Oh, you
Yeah.
have a D4 to saving throws.
Remember that game.
Alfarius does.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that.
The strength
I won't
saving.
remember that.
And
He's
then
not
bear.
very-
I thought it was all strength checks.
No, that's for the bear. That's for Cub.
I did more
I did.
concentration.
And then,
Concentration is only
that-
for,
I don't think he has any
moving.
bonus
Okay,
actions. Let me see.
What about Cub's a daily?
No,
Cub
he
is
does
down.
not.
All right.
It's like
So,
that.
Cub.
He gets
It's
ready
like
for his
spirit
next
cub.
turn. That ends Alfarius' turn.
Alfarius.
all right. So he lashes out with his longsword. Quick strike right across the chest, opens it up, and congealed black blood starts to pour out from its body through the exposed wound.
Back up to the top of the order.
That's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.
I hate you so
That
much.
caught me
for that.
so
I know,
hard.
right? It's so out of character.
It
that
was
was.
so out of character. I'm like, okay.
Who is this sitting over at the table?
Now let's just add one more person that's
Wow.
better than fucking failing to being a bard to the list. Amanda now.
I think that makes everybody.
I've never done a bard thing yet.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're
This
still
next-
better.
Y'all are gonna hate me for this next one.
Touch that.
Let's go.
So
We'll
Phelan
see.
reaches out his hand. Let me read this for a second. I want to make sure it's in my head.
Some bard.
It's for the spell.
Make sure he has it right. Accurate.
That's a good start.
Cool. So
yeah, I need.
he's gonna reach out his hand and just say, "Shine bright like a diamond." As
Damn it, that was terrible.
it was, as he
Terribly
casts
good, Matt.
Yeah, terribly good.
It was
as he
terribly good.
casts Fairy fire on everything in this area.
Okay.
You can target multiple with
All right, it's
fairy
everything in a 20-foot
Yeah.
cube,
Oh fuck.
Can you?
Cool.
I didn't
20-foot
know
radius. Sorry, and I have
Okay.
a 60-foot
Well,
range.
that's a 30-foot. I think that's a 30-foot.
Well, okay. Well, I'm hitting every enemy.
Yeah, you can still hit him. I was just
Yeah.
letting you know that.
So I'm hitting them.
30-footer.
Any creature in the area when this spell is cast is also outlined, and when it shines bright
Like a diamond.
like a diamond, you see a crystalline statue appear in the center. As it starts to shimmer in a violet light, it kind of just pulses out, and as it does, it kind of just this violet aura rushes across each enemy, lingering on them. And as you look closer at that violet aura, you see it like allocating to certain areas on the body of each individual creature,
Highlighted?
targeting,
Targeting.
giving you like a little clump of violet.
Like in a video game when the weak spot.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about you let me be the bard and you just?
I'm just trying
Exactly.
to understand.
Yeah,
I
no,
apologize. I'm
exactly
not
like
trying
that.
to
No,
fuck you
you're
up, dude.
fine. You're fine. So very much like
like
it
lighting up the crit
compiles
spot.
to be a little orb that's floating right here,
Mhm.
and you get the feeling that this is if you strike here, it's gonna hurt a lot more because he's not paying attention there, and you
Now-
now have advantage on any time you target that creature.
Now, question.
That would be all of them, right?
That would be
Well,
anything in the circle,
Question.
Yeah.
including allies.
Question. Yeah, question. Because it's creatures. Do I now have like
You do not know its
orb
target.
by my junk or something?
No, everything inside the circle.
Yeah, creatures.
Oh shit! It can be.
So it depends
And
what you
hold
do.
up!
And you?
You're gonna need a 20-foot radius.
I need a 20-foot radius because I need to do some maneuvering then.
I don't have one.
Never mind.
I just ask him.
Figure it out.
Can you position it
Can
to
I
get just
position it
that?
in a way that I can only get the targets?
With the 20-foot radius.
You might
I-
be able to hit the 3, but there's
Yeah.
no way to hit.
Yeah,
this
there's
guy
no
with a
there's no way to
radius
hit this
spell
one
at all.
without getting all
Well, do you know
everybody
what?
in the
Can I
room.
hit everybody and hit Luthok? Because he has advantage against himself anyway because he's recklessly.
Well,
Oh no, he's not going to. Never mind.
with a
That's no
20-foot
point.
radius, you'd have to hit yourself too, in order to
Yeah.
get the white directly
Yeah,
across
to
from
hit the
you.
white.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll hit
Yeah,
myself.
you can hit everybody. It's easy. Like, look, 20-foot radius, so 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 4 squares by 4
Yeah.
square, basically. It
Boom.
hits all
can-
of them,
Everything in the room.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I'll do
If you
that.
position it like right here, it like hits.
So it hits all 4 of them and you two.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you just see guiding lights.
No spell
flickering
saves or
on.
anything?
No,
Okay.
no,
cool.
just happens.
That's all I was waiting for.
Mhm.
All right.
And
So,
There.
here's the
any-
trick.
Attacking any of the whites, Lucian, both of you now have
Straight
flat
rolls.
rolls.
anything in this area cannot and cannot be
reveals
affected.
hidden.
Yeah, everything's visible. Nothing can go invisible.
Okay. It's a good spell.
It's a good spell.
You should remember that for if you guys run into a hag.
I know. I know. I thought of that. And
It's like foreshadowing.
That's if she even bothers. Because maybe she's so powerful.
or maybe we're all dead.
Yeah.
And with that, he doesn't have much else, not including bonus spells,
Okay.
bonus actions. So he's just kind of.
Let's say there's 2 in the back, 2 in front.
He can't run away from combat anymore without provoking attacks.
Yep.
Correct.
Very correct.
So he just kind of clenches his butt cheeks and holds tight. Ending his turn.
Alright, sounds good.
Whites!
The whites, seeing this spell flash out, becoming partially distracted,
They can avoid it.
No.
and maybe misinterpreting what it does, they lash out very aggressively, like immediately. So once again, the 2 in the back are going to cast spells. First one's going to target Phelan,
Is that 9 per turn?
and that's going to
It's
be
on
a
the start of their turn.
On the start.
It's the first time they enter it on the start of their turn. So since it's already inside of it, it can move out of it without taking the damage.
No.
No. When it
There?
starts its turn, it takes.
No.
For the first time, it says
No.
it's not.
The cub. She knew where I was
So-
going.
Cub.
Oh.
Each creature of your
that
choice
is
in the
going
aura.
to be a 17 to hit, so that's a hit.
I don't
On
know.
their first instance.
So you take 7 necrotic damage, Mike. And then the second one casts at Luthok again,
Can I read this?
and it's going to be a 17 to hit as well.
That hits.
You're only going to take 5 necrotic damage this time,
Oh, only 5. All right.
as they both
That's
cast
still temporary.
lash out with necrotic energy. It strikes you both. Then white.
No, no, it is. So at the start of its turn, it takes another 2d10. So at the start of it, so
Yeah.
roll damage for it.
Whoa. Yeah.
Because it started. He just said they took their turn. So
Yeah, they did. The whites are taking their turn now.
roll your damage
Yeah.
on
Save
him.
and
Oh,
damage.
yeah, he has to do a save.
Do I have to do save?
Yeah, it's a
It
save
fails.
every time.
It passes.
It fails.
Fails.
Fail.
Much better.
14.
14.
14.
So then the way you keep stacking that is once it moves, you follow it,
Mhm.
and you just fuck up a target over and over again. But yeah, I thought it was for the first instance, but
No.
if they enter it for the first time, then they also take damage. Which is like what I was saying. If you put it behind them in like a hallway and then they get frightened through it, they'll get messed up running through it.
That's interesting. So, Andy, that's spirit totem? It only happens once. It doesn't happen every turn.
Yeah.
You get 9 well, heroism happens every turn.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
But,
it does.
You know, we got
But heroism only targets 2 people,
True.
Yeah, and this is 9.
and it's a 30-foot radius.
It's pretty great.
Every level I get an additional person too, depending if I want to cast it or not.
Still,
Heroism's a great spell.
I'm not.
Nobody's arguing.
It's just, I honestly thought it would do...
We're not denying the fact that heroism.
What I'm saying is
still
you want to
gonna be
make sure you
useful.
don't cast it when she casts hers because they
Yeah.
don't stack.
It was
If you
inside,
are going to
you got
cast
rid
it,
of
you
it,
want to wait
just
till
like-
everybody's temporary. You want to wait till their temporary hit points are gone.
I get that. I just was stating that I was kind of confused that the totem itself didn't do it every turn.
Yeah, it doesn't linger.
Yeah, it doesn't linger. Was my kind of
Probably
like-
because of its range,
Interesting.
though.
Yeah,
And the
probably.
amount of people too. So
That's
it's
true.
still
Well,
fucking great. So
Yeah,
I
having just an
appreciate it.
effect of like that is insane.
Because yeah, she just healed everybody a lot.
And targets, being able to target, because like your spell that weakens them hurts you too if you're in it. Whereas this is just you pick and choose.
I accidentally closed my initiative tracker. I accidentally hit back on the mouse keyboard, so,
What
or
did
on
you
the
do?
mouse, not the keyboard. So
On the mouse keyboard.
on the mouse.
How did you
keys.
close me?
The mouse keys.
You hit back, and it goes back to another page.
No, I said, how did he close me? Close me.
Close you.
He said he closed his initiative tracker, and I was making.
Yeah,
Oh.
my initiative tracker keeps track of the monster's ACs, stats,
I
and
was
all
making
that.
a
So
joke about the fact that I'm the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
And the fact
you're
that
the
He's
initiative
about to
tracker.
the fact that no one caught that disheartens
No,
me.
I
I got
get
it. I just didn't think it was super funny.
No.
Y'all
Either
didn't even
way.
express
So,
like.
okay, yeah. So he continues to
I'm gonna
burn
talk like he's an idiot.
as the magic, the radiating light just continues to shine on him, and you start to see like the skin like
Next time
peeling
I'll
away
indulge you,
and
I'm
exposing like the bone, and the rotted flesh is like slipping him off and hitting the floor. But he just continues to stand there and cast the spell anyways. All right. So
He can
as I was doing, because it's your responsibility to remember that stuff like that as it comes up, especially before enemies act and stuff, because I hate to have to go back and reverse damages because he's killed by a spell, and then it's a mess.
Yep.
So it's up to you to remember to do that, or it's getting skipped
That's
from
why
now on.
that's why I tried to help her out.
So-
I know that it does that. That's one of the strongest things about the druid is all of his.
So,
concentration
the first
spells,
strike
stuff
comes
like
in.
that, so.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit
Fuck off.
on you, Riken, and that's going to be
Does it hit-
be 7
does it hit
slashing
your mirror?
damage.
Maybe. Let's see. Roll over 11. It's not over 11. No.
It's a 7.
Again.
How much damage was it?
And they have disadvantage, right? Because they're not attacking you.
No, I missed, so they don't have it.
I thought it.
Didn't you hit him once though?
I hit him once before, but it's every turn.
Oh, it's every turn.
I gotta hit
okay.
him every turn.
Okay. Yeah. So it hit then.
That definitely hit.
Yeah, definitely hit then.
Sorry.
What was the
Fine.
damage again?
What was the damage?
Yeah.
It was. I already picked up the fucking damage die.
7?
7.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ow. Fuck.
That doesn't make.
Then the second though, as he comes down again, you see like a sickly green energy charge across the blade as he brings it down
No.
to do a life
Well,
drain.
No,
hit.
no.
It doesn't get rid of the image, so you.
So
can
that's going
block
to be
that
a
second
17 to hit.
Fuck
We're
off.
rolling hot tonight, dude.
Roll.
So-
Image.
Alright, so you take. I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Fuck, man. Are you
That's
okay?
having a rough night, everybody.
All right, lay it on me, brother.
So you take. So you take 6 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount equal to the damage taken.
Yeah, good. That's good. Mm-hmm.
All right. And the next one makes its first attack against Luthok in a wide sweeping arc.
Wide sweeping arc with advantage.
Whoa.
Yep,
No.
with advantage, which is what I rolled.
That's
But
so-
unfortunately, low roll, so that's a miss.
Yeah.
But its other attack, it turns to get the bard taking advantage of him being distracted after casting the spell
And lit up.
and lit up. Ooh, that's a low roll too. That's also going to be a miss.
Nice.
All right.
Why did
So that ends the
you
White's
ride
turns.
tonight?
Sorry, I'm trying to get into characters. Doing.
Alright.
Just don't forget to make this face.
Especially
When
as
stuff
you
happens.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Exodus.
Yeah,
Like-
when you get fucked up, you better do this. Oh hell yeah!
Harder.
Knock him down!
Yeah, fuck my shit
Oh,
up, fam.
hurt me more, Daddy. I mean, DM.
Gentlemen.
Can someone clip that so we can send it to Dylan?
Gentlemen.
That's a clip.
Gentlemen.
That's a meme.
All right, so that ends the White's turn.
Ladies present. Alright.
Next.
How much HP do you have,
Let's go.
Mr. Riken?
That'd be a 9.
You didn't even try to you're like 9.
It hurts. I'm hurt.
I'm hurt so bad the fourth wall broke.
So
Yeah.
seeing that the scholar is not doing so hot, I kind of, walk by, I kind of pat Cub. I kind of make sure Reginald's okay, and then I go ahead and I poke him with the stick in the back.
Do you kind of heal him?
I poke him with my spear in the back, not with the blunt side, but with the other side.
No, with the blunt side.
Not
Not
the
the
blunt
blunt
side, so the sharp side.
Well,
Sorry, not the sharp, but the blunt.
English.
And then you see
You're
my
gonna die
by
kind
accident.
of like, it's a little green kind of, like, think of Navi, how there's he's blue but it's green, like little green things kind of
I don't know what
below.
Navi is. And that doesn't help me at all.
It's an example. It's like a glowing, like green stuff is coming out of my totem as I cast Cure
All
Wounds.
right.
You seem
Okay.
Are you thinking of the word orbs? Like
Yeah, orbs.
All right.
just making
Wow.
sure.
It's incredible how. I didn't know it.
All right, make your rolls, please.
But orbs makes perfect sense.
Navi's the fairy that follows Link around and bothers everybody who's ever played Zelda.
Hi.
Then I do know.
Listen.
I stopped because that
So
Nintendo's
you get-
scary.
Yeah.
I
you
do know
get-
now.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, bring it, Nintendo.
You get +8.
Woo!
And,
Mike's
and
like,
as I
whoa,
poke
whoa,
you
whoa,
with the
whoa, whoa.
blunt side, I'm
That's
like,
from OG Scotsman, by the way.
as I poke you with the blunt side, and you feel so good inside.
Do you? Feels so good, so warm and fuzzy.
Do I?
I'm
I'm
like-
still pretty hurt.
Look.
I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, Mr. Scholar. Come on, Reckon. You taught me more. I need you to teach me
How
more.
are you gonna get mad at us and be like, "There's a lady present," but then everything you have said so far sounds sexual?
That's your problem.
That's a
And-
you
and-
thing,
Yeah,
Lucian.
she has
You
a
feel
naivete
so
of
good
a child.
inside.
I
Yeah.
honestly didn't hear any of that.
Alright, so
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
your turn?
And that ends my turn.
Okay, bro. Every time she says, "I feel good inside."
Because
You
Cup Cup's
pervert.
right next
Okay.
to me.
Perfect.
I feel better. Fuck. I'm still bleeding. I'm pretty sure this is bad. It's all black.
My turn?
Racket.
That-
Alright.
Racket.
Yay, I'm rolling flat. Let's
You have to write it.
ruin
Oh, I'm
it.
after right.
If you're hitting, you have advantage.
Yeah, they skipped me last
What are you
time.
targeting?
Oh, nice
It's a
job.
monster. Oh, you know what I didn't
You
do?
have advantage, by the way, if you're targeting one of the creatures.
No, he doesn't, because he's drunk.
Oh, you have a flat roll, though.
And I held my concentration, so that's good.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Usually,
I wish that was my attack roll, though. I really do.
it'll be back now, so that's okay.
14 again. And max damage on the slash. So 14 to hit?
That's a hit.
Cool. That's 14's force and 3 necrotic.
All right.
Cup Cup.
Cub.
Cup Cup.
Please tell me that's going to appear. Just.
It's a cub. There.
Cup, cup,
Cup Cup.
cup, cup.
It was 14, right?
Friend
14.
of Sir
Okay.
Reginald.
Friend of Sir Reginald, Cub Cub. Sir Reginald sits inside my head.
14 to hit and 14
Protector of
damage.
the innocent.
Defender, Sir Reginald.
Bound by his
Healer.
code of honor.
Healer of Exodus.
Yeah, of
All right.
Exodus.
Bring
So
on
you
the good
strike at him with magical energy, and it cuts through his flesh and burns it, and you smell the rank, disgusting odor of burning flesh as it wafts off of his body.
Delish.
Burning rotted flesh.
Cool.
It's one thing to burn flesh; it's another to burn rotting flesh.
That's right.
Send your turn.
I
That
imagine rotting flesh
ends
smells
my
slightly
turn.
different.
You
Okay.
talk.
Loot talk.
Yeah. You talking
It's
about
finally going to
birds?
accomplish something, hopefully.
You have advantage, so here
Don't
you
get ahead
go.
of me. We don't know. I turn and I strike at the one in front of Riken.
Okay.
I think we got to hit him in the head. 20.
That's a hit.
And I do 7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 11.
Orc maths.
13. 13 points of damage with
13.
my hammer.
13. So, as you bring the hammer around, you come over the top, and it strikes it square in the top of the head, and it just splatters and gets shoved, cracked right down into its shoulder. Pus and black blood starts to kind of pour out of it, and as it falls backwards into the ground.
Yeah!
I sparked
Fascinating.
chicken in the chest. Ah!
As it falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, that was the one you had cursed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't
Or
cursed
hexed,
anything
or
yet. That's
hexed.
silly because I'm stupid.
You
Yeah.
hexed it.
I remember
or
that.
something. I don't know.
I'll remember to play
I
Warlock,
don't know if
guys.
that changes
No, this is
or
what happens
goes
when we
with
go
the-
No,
one
I
more
can
session
I can
without
move the
combat.
hex.
All right, I
So,
was just letting
turn.
you know. Yeah. Yeah! I have my turn.
Fuck
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Wait. Gotta play Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick. Sick, bro.
I hope he watches this. You better be watching. So,
We miss you.
yeah, we love
Next
you,
is
Dylan,
Lucian.
all the time.
Look
I'm gonna do something real wild here, guys.
You gonna burn something?
Firebolt.
Yeah.
That's a crit fail.
Do better.
So you
with advantage?
So you go.
I don't have advantage. I'm rolling
he's
flat.
drunk.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're drunk
Yeah.
with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
drunk bros. the unreleased version that Nintendo originally
Stop
had
moving.
planned. So you go to cast, and you do it. You let go too early, and it explodes in your hand. So roll damage and take the damage yourself.
Oh, good thing I only rolled 1.
No. No damage.
I already did.
That's fine.
I did roll damage. I
No.
rolled damage with it.
He said, rolling.
I did ask you to roll the damage, but I didn't know that you
I
rolled
rolled
both
it
at the
with
same
it.
time. So take
Oh.
the one. That's fine.
So I'm gonna quicken spell.
Plus your spellcasting mod.
Shoot yourself again.
It doesn't add the spell
Does it?
casting mod to Firebolt unless you want it to.
Fireball.
What do you mean?
No,
Firebolt
that's a-
doesn't do a spellcasting.
Yeah,
you don't
no.
add the spellcasting mod. It's just for the to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
Firebolt
weird.
doesn't. At least I don't know of any spells that do that I have.
There is a part where
Eventually.
eventually
I
you
get
to
burn.
add it.
I get burn on my element type for my draconic blood, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
But I'm gonna quicken spell.
That's super weak sauce.
Well, that
I always forget that that's how it works for casters.
It didn't work.
Everybody
so
else gets
well.
to add dex and strength, but for some reason you don't get to add your fucking spellcasting modifier to your spell
Some
damage.
spells probably do, but
I don't.
none of mine do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that didn't work so well, so I'm gonna try again. That's a 21 for 10 damage.
Nice.
Much better.
Much better.
Now, which one did you target?
Sorry, the one right in front of the attack.
For how much damage? 10?
10, yeah.
All I see is, fuck.
So it strikes it in the chest, and you see a small amount of flame just kind of erupt on its body, and it just continues standing there, burning on fire, raising its sword to attack.
All right. Then I end my turn.
It's really
Okay.
frustrating how they just ignore. It's like, don't react.
Mhm.
Don't show weakness.
Weakness is for the weak.
Weakness is for the living.
All right, Alpha is going to.
Alpha Rius.
Yeah. He's gonna tread on the corpse of the other one and attack the one in front of Luthor.
Christus Dominus Apollos.
And he does get advantage because he's badass.
Look, I'm honestly more happy that I hit myself with that spell than hitting Riken in the back. So,
Yeah, thanks.
Breaking in the back.
Oh man.
and I'm glad
It's a
that
one
the
for
damage was
damage.
a one, 'cause that was pretty
Good.
bad.
That's good. Solid. Good.
Sorry.
Whoever plays Matt's Saturday games, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, why does he just roll so hot, or what?
Well, I just roll a lot. That's what
Yeah.
That's the secret.
Yeah. Roll a lot.
Yeah.
Have lots of enemies on the map, so that way you feel better about, like, hitting most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the law of averages.
So that's a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Doing 5 slashing damage with his longsword.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So he goes and shoves it, like, right through the middle and just slips through, comes out slaked with fucking coagulated blood, blackened.
Then
It needs
Dead.
to do 30 damage when you have 30 characters.
Oh, it's
so it'll
dead.
do 1 damage.
fuck yeah, it's dead.
Huh?
Oh, is it dead? You said?
No,
Oh,
no, it's not dead.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you throwing me off.
I
man.
heard dead.
So yeah, he
It's
just
slicking with dead blood from being dead. It's dead.
well, it's,
that to me!
No,
it's not re-dead. We're gonna make it re-dead.
Yeah.
So
Re-dead you!
yeah,
Re-dead services
Yeah.
offered by Exodus. We kill your undead problem. Again.
well, re-dead, you're undead.
Yeah.
Were they dead? Now
Listen,
alive?
Elaine,
Need 'em
we're in
re-dead.
combat. This is
Elaine.
no time to be talking to birds.
Elaine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, slash him. That
I was
works.
talking to Cup.
Bonus action. Well, let me check because
Oh,
he's
you
got
got
some
one.
stuff.
He already has Shield of Faith on, I believe.
Yes, he does,
So he's constant.
and that's an action. So nothing. Moving on.
Yeah.
He's done.
My turn.
Is it your turn?
Yes.
Do you want to go?
So, be my turn. I step up to the undead fellow, hold my saber out. You need to be re-dead, damn it! And I swing across his face.
Okay.
Going for a clean sweep across the head.
All right.
16 to hit.
16 hit. That's a hit.
Woo! And I will add. Hang on. 13 points of damage. And then.
I'm dumb. We leveled. I have a +6, not a +5 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've been only rolling with +5. Hasn't mattered yet, but
Wait, what? Oh, no, I did.
For the attack rolls.
Never mind, I'm different. So, 13 damage.
13?
13 points of damage. And I would also like to perform a slashing flourish. as I quickly strike across his neck and then bring it back up again and strike up one more time. Going for a quick pierce into his head. For 6 more damage. So, 19 damage.
Alright, cool. So he's dead. Comes up,
Well, he's been dead.
slits his jaw open, its face rips wide as your saber comes straight through it, and it comes right off and slimps forward at your feet.
Yeah.
Undead, re-dead. I like re-dead.
Re-dead.
It's re-dead. Slumps to your feet, re-dead.
And everything was set right.
Exodus
He's
re-dead
now
services.
deaded, gentlemen. 2 more.
There's a lady here too.
I said deaded. How? What?
Never mind.
Oh, sorry, gentlemen and gentle lady. I do apologize. Next. And I have my turn. It is another White's turn.
Your turn.
Whites.
I mean, I'll go again. I don't mind.
Nope.
He said it was my turn.
Get on out of here.
Yeah, the 2
I'm
whites
trying to find mine.
that have no friends.
That can't evolve into something else
Yeah.
through magic.
You stop fucking digging back there.
With
you
no
nasty-
Wonder Twin
What
powers.
you're guessing, I mean, I can do whatever I want. I run this world.
I know.
I run this world.
I'm saying that if you notice there was sarcasm and hesitation and
Who
belief.
run the world?
You quit digging back there, motherfucker.
The,
You shushy.
the
You ever
suicidal
thought of a mirror
whites.
of 2 undead things together? An undead mirror?
Why did I do that?
I've never
Did you
fought
just
an
close
undead
it?
chimera.
What'd you do?
I know we killed a
I
chimera.
closed it.
So,
I do this.
the white's turn.
Tell him.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay. Moonbeam, correct?
Yeah.
Roll your damage first.
Fails.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Roll on the table, Mike.
Aww.
12 damage.
Sailor Moonbeam.
Sailor Moonbeam.
Crystal power!
I fucking hate everyone.
Can I come to your side of the table?
Yeah.
Andy, remember that statement you made before the game? I'm starting to lose my friends at the table.
I don't know, dude. I thought it was pretty funny.
Really
That's
good.
pretty good.
It is funny.
That one was
It's
good.
pretty funny.
It is funny,
God
but
damn
as
it,
a
it was
man,
cringy.
I cannot
Yeah.
abide it.
Fighting undead with moonlight. God.
So what does it do?
awesome. It burns him continuously. He just burns. He starts readying a spell again.
What a bastard.
That thing's taking a shitload of damage.
It's
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Man,
Maybe
we
it's
love
immune
you,
to radiant
and we
damage.
accept you.
Okay.
We accept you for who you are and all of your eccentricities.
That's a long name for weird habits.
Yeah. You shut up.
Look, I wanted to understand what you're saying.
So-
I know some of these bigger English words get lost on some of us.
Once again,
What's
necrotic
words?
energy begins to seep into its hands
big words.
as it casts magic spell at we're gonna go with Luthok.
An unnamed magic spell you can't like prepare me mentally.
And
You
that's
don't
gonna be a
know.
miss.
Oh,
You're
it's a miss.
You're a simple.
And the other
dwarf,
white's
what do
gonna
you know?
target Thalin. And that's gonna
Don't
be
be womp
a hit. 17. So it's gonna be 3
Come on.
7 necrotic damage.
That's okay. That's actually no. That's manageable.
That's pretty painful for your health pool, though.
Not really. That's actually I'm quite complacent right now.
You should still be over full, though, right?
No.
You don't still have from her 9?
Do you forget I got hit with 7 prior to this
No.
and 7 prior to that?
Nope.
Alright, that ends the white's turns.
I haven't been touched, and I'm drunk.
Eliana. Sorry, Elaine.
Lynn.
Lynn.
Lynn. Alright.
Lynn.
So seeing that
Evil Lynn.
everyone's having such a grand time.
Debatable.
Everyone's good. Everyone's good.
You know.
Buff.
We're gonna kill the shit out of these guys.
Yeah. My moonbeam's good. I'm happy it's doing some damage. Cub's keeping everyone good.
Cub's like just chewing on a paw in the corner.
It's goddamn adorable.
Yeah.
I'm not
Are
busy.
the whites distracted by cuteness?
Yes. No, they're not.
It fuels their hunger.
They don't care for such things.
I give them a heart.
Look, haven't you ever watched, Game of Thrones?
Yeah, you look quite
Well,
comfortable.
since everyone seems
They
comfortable,
don't-
I'm just gonna end my
I
turn.
don't think those
Did
White
you-
Walkers.
Wait,
I don't
take
think
dodge
they care
action
about
at least.
Cute cuddly.
Fine. Take the dog at
The dog
Doge,
action?
The Doge action?
Doge.
You're not in wild
Amanda
shape. You
has
can't
taken
take
the
the
Doge
dog
action.
action.
I'll take the dodge.
Doge.
The Doge action.
To Doge or not to
Woofa,
Doge
woofa,
is the
barka,
question.
barka.
Woofa woofa. Borka borka.
Wolf look, bark, bark.
Boom.
And then it is.
Reckon.
Yeah, Rocket, do us. Keep your turn.
I'm waiting on our initiative tracker to remember to say these things.
All right.
Get on it.
So,
I am on deck.
He said deck.
Deck. I am on deck.
Back.
Deck. Hey, hey.
No, he has a disability. I just want to make sure he's alright.
Screw you guys. I know what you said.
I
I
use
know. Yeah.
I used my bonus action to move the hex onto the moonbeamed one.
Okay.
Oh, looks like we broke my. Deck.
No, he's not you. He
Broke.
can come back from it
Broke.
a minute.
And then
Deck.
I fucking attack him
many
with
things.
Eldritch Blast.
Ah!
You do
With a
nothing.
nasty bad
Sure.
roll.
Fuck. God damn it.
Nothing. If you like
doesn't
it.
need your negativity.
You get nothing. You lose.
What'd you roll?
I got a 11.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah,
So
it
you
is.
did-
Rolled solid
I'd say-
damage too.
I'd say maybe
Yeah.
you should make a deal with the devil, but
Fuck
we
off, man.
already
It's,
know.
it's
Yeah.
too late for me.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that was my bonus action, my action. So
Utah.
it's my turn.
The orc who is on deck is next. He's
Yeah,
not
well,
now.
I'm gonna stay the hell away from that twinkly light, and I'm gonna run up and hit the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
The one
15
who's
feet.
like totally fine
Yeah.
right now. He's attacking the one that's totally fine right now.
No, it may have took 20 damage.
I'm gonna recklessly attack it.
Or it might
don't
have
need
not.
Oh yeah, I don't need to.
You don't?
But there it is, advantage on me anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway, just for effect. I'm gonna recklessly attack its head. Knock its block off.
2 advantages make a disadvantage. I'm sorry.
One down, another one to do.
You almost mic'd it.
25.
He
That's a
stuck
hit.
to his finger.
I know. I saw.
Yeah, I got stuck to my sweaty palms.
Not great damage though.
I did 7 points of damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of
Sasha, what are
bludgeoning
you doing
damage.
now?
Yeah, every tip.
Freaking the cone out.
Yeah, seriously.
Bonk it on the head. Whop it on the head, boss.
Oh yeah. It's going
Is it
well.
you or her?
What size should bump it on the head, boss?
I thought she was trying to like scratch her ear or something.
That
It's
is
her
my
hitting the
turn.
cable.
As I impose disadvantage on anyone except for me.
That's my toe. Oh. Was it the cat?
What a great support ability. Sucks to be you though.
Oh no, it was the tag that's on the
Will
chair.
survive.
Until death.
Well, orcs as a people, individual orcs, they die.
A lot.
Want to test it?
Hey, plenty of them survive.
Alright, so
sure, through
you
sheer
come
strength
in
of will.
with a powerful swing. You just bring it all the way over, and you strike into its shoulder, and it kind of crushes inwards. But it's all soft, and you just don't feel like it's very impactful when you hit it.
Soft and punchy. This is supposed to feel good, damn it. My turn.
Yeah.
Soft and spongy.
Well, I'm gonna step
That
up
now. Thank you.
in front of Alin.
You're gonna step in front of her.
Yeah, so that I can see the one in the moonbeam.
Okay.
So I have line of sight. Hang with me. Wild play. Firebolt.
One.
That's critical.
How is this possible?
You're drunk as well.
Dude.
Yeah, because you're drunk.
We are fucking on fire, and you are literally on fire.
As-
Kowalski analysis.
so,
Sorcerer 1 is on fire.
it's another critical fail. So this time, I'm gonna roll on the crit fail list to see what happens.
Oh no. Crit fail list.
We just lost Sorcerer.
Hey, Riken. Duck.
We just lost Sorcerer 2. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, Riken, you're gonna need to
Sorcerer
duck.
2 is going down.
Yes.
I repeat once again.
Oh, give me a high five on that one. That was great.
Sorcerer 2 is going down.
Sorcerer 1 is no longer on fire.
This is going over my head.
Oh, man. So, crit miss table. So that's going to be a...
Turn into a plant.
Treasure tree.
And now you're a cup.
Die.
Well, same difference. Spell rebounds on yourself. Half damage.
To myself?
Yeah. I could have just done that myself. I didn't need to roll on
Half
risk
of
for
5 is rounded down to 2, or rounded
It's
up
always
to 3?
rounded down.
So 2.
Yeah, so 2. You take 2 fire damages. Once again, you're not concentrating on your cantrip, and it discharges in your hand.
Well, this worked last time, so I'm gonna try it again.
He has a mana fire.
Crit.
A crit?
How is this?
Nice.
No.
Where's the little tugboat that could?
Fucking crit for 3 damage.
Nice.
With both rolls.
Dude.
Dude.
Fuck yeah. Welcome to my world.
So which one did you target? The one on the
The one
moonbeam?
the moonlight. Yeah.
The one in moonbeam?
Oh my god.
You did 3?
Fucking
3 fire damage.
3.
It's a
So-
D10
I
damage.
hate
It
my
goes
life.
through them and it explodes, and like a large chunk of its midsection just kind of splashes out on the ground, but it's still standing.
I had my turn.
What, you said you rolled 3 twice?
Badass.
No.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 for damage.
Oh, never mind.
I hate this.
Wow.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alfarius is going
I'm the
to
worst sorcerer tonight.
use as much movement as he can to try and flank the one Luthok is
God, imagine if I wasn't
Fight
I
it.
wouldn't have any
Yeah,
of
fight it.
these.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Is there no space?
Hold on. I need count. So 5, 25, 30. Okay.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, because the fireplace is occupying both those spaces, so he couldn't.
Well, he
stand
has
on them.
advantage on the attack anyway, but
So-
you know.
All right.
Okay,
See
he.
what Alfarius can do.
Good fundamentals are good fundamentals.
That's right. He's so he's runs past, keeping his shield on white side, and then goes to hack at the back of its head. God damn, man, it's like torture.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Well, I still think it'll hit though. What's his bonus? Other page. 6, so that's 13.
That's a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
All right. So the white, watching him as the paladin comes running across the room and throwing up its shield and trying to use it to block its attack, doesn't fall for it and just ducks as the sword swings high.
Wow. All right, he keeps the shield up, faces it, ends his turn.
In about whose turn is it?
Fine.
Top of the order?
Top of the
Tell
order.
me, does the heavens break and something comes up?
No, it's your turn.
I'm waiting. You
So
said, see?
suddenly the
Oh.
room becomes very cold, and the temperature drops, and you start to see your breath.
Yep.
And the rear door on the opposite side of the library chamber explodes open, shattering the room with pieces of wood and shrapnel sending it flying. As you hear the heavy footfalls and steps of someone in very heavy armor, cracking the floorboards beneath him.
So
And
you gonna
barely
fall through?
fitting through the door, you see 2 deep green eyes as a hand comes underneath the door frame, and it ducks and pulls itself in. The terrifying razor, deep black armor of an individual standing at least a minimum of 7.5 to 8 feet tall comes into the room. Immediately, as a sorcerer, as magic users, you feel the presence of a very, very powerful undead soul present in the room as necrotic energy waves begin to fluctuate the weave around his body. A mighty great sword in one hand dragged into the floor in front of him as he pulls it in front, slamming it into the ground. Some of you have seen drawings of said creatures before. And it comes to mind. You've heard of powerful undead servants that can be called upon if someone powerful in magic has the knowledge and enough to bring them into the world you recognize him as a member of the Black Hunt, an undead army from the undead realm. And then we're going to take a break.
We're gonna die!
Green eyes.
All right, so we're going to take a quick 15
Good to see you, Dylan.
We're going to take a quick,
Yeah!
Dylan, welcome back. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to see how the party handles facing a mythological creature in the world.
Did.
So,
did.
Okay, guys, I got
we're going to be right back.
If it's what I suspect it is, we should run.
Isn't that always your
But-
go-to?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Sorry about the extended break, but we had to walk the dog, take care of some extra stuff. But we are back now, and we are ready to proceed with the ass whooping that's about to be handed down on this party of adventurers.
Nah.
At
Hell
least
yeah.
I am.
Nah.
I'm ready. For
Easy
the ass
wins
whooping.
for Exodus.
I just rolled 2 1s with dice. I'm not about this fight anymore. I'm gonna leave.
No, you're good. You just got him out of the way.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, it is.
So,
That's
Bad
I rolled 2
statistically
ones.
kind of how it works.
Roll in your tray,
I
dude.
too-
Roll
I-
in the tray. The
I
magical
rolled in-
tray.
I just rolled 2 ones and got a crit.
2 1s? No, I just rolled 2 2s.
Well, you get him out of the way.
Hey,
Yeah, you're working your way up.
Statistically, it does kind of
So-
work that way.
See, remember? I just rolled 2 ones.
either way, if you're still with us and you're hanging out, you watch us on Mixer Twitcher, we appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with the break. If you like what you've seen so far, just don't forget to drop a follow. And tell all your friends and everybody about it. You can find our social media links. We're active on Twitter. I'm DM Green of LA on Twitter, and I'm DM Green of LA on Twitch, and DM Green of LA on our Discord, I believe. No, I'm just DM Green on our Discord. But if you want to jump into our Discord and talk to us about D&D stuff, we're all fairly active in there and spend a lot of time BSing. Some of us a lot less than they probably should, but a lot of us a lot more than we probably should. Yeah, on a regular basis. So thanks a lot. And we really appreciate any follows or any kind of mentions. And to our fans to keep coming back every week watching, we still love you and thank you for supporting us. We appreciate it. Thank you to the Bearded Family and Jexodus. That's an awesome stream. You guys should check him out. He's a variety streamer, although variety doesn't seem to be what he's doing right now. It's a lot of Arc and what's the other one? The Arc reskin.
Oh,
Atlas.
The Atlas.
Atlas. He's been playing a lot of both of those games recently, but he does play like PUBG and some other games as well every once in a while. So you guys should check him out. He's super funny. He's on Mixer and he's the Jexodus on Twitch, correct?
The
Jexodus on Twitch and Jexodus on Mixer. So you guys should give him check it out.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's really cool
friendly.
dude. Yep.
Says hi to everybody, talks to his chat.
Yeah, very interactive.
Builds relationships with his audiences.
Yeah.
And welcomed us into the Bearded Family, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Aside from that, we would love everybody. You're awesome. And we're all
thank
friends
you
at the table.
Bye.
We're all friends.
And
at
guess
the
what?
table.
Remember one thing, guys.
We're all friends at the table.
We're all friends at the table and in stream. Until this man brutally murders me with a greatsword and I cry. A lot.
It's a possibility.
Definitely a
Well,
possibility.
if you do die,
You can
have
hop
people
in
to
the character creation section of the
Discord, which is
Which is called Mike's
great.
Character Jar.
You need
Yes!
help. You need
I
help.
have so many ideas. I need help deciding.
Start
which.
discussing them on there, man. Just
Because
throw them out.
there's a severe part of me that goes,
Subject them to
I
the
want to have the
people.
highest damage output. Compelling story. Damage story.
You can do
Shit.
both.
That
Yeah, you can do both. There's no law against it, I promise. I promise.
I didn't choose any. I chose the story.
you
before-
chose.
before pretty much everything, and I'm paying for it.
Yeah, I
'Cause I
didn't choose
picked
the
the
D&D
warlock.
lifestyle. The D&D lifestyle chose
Chose
me.
me. That's
Random
right.
number generator.
Oh, man.
Exactly. Did that turn off?
Looks
Oh,
like
you
it
like it
did.
there? Yes, it did.
Somebody probably unplugged it.
It's the cat. Oh, it's pro. I know exactly what happened.
I didn't know what happened.
Someone mic'd it.
What?
Someone mic'd it.
I didn't do nothing.
That's what I thought. The guilty party had spoken.
What tea party?
Mic'd it.
For sure. What happened? See? Told you. Someone mic'd it. And someone, see over here, she'd be like, no, it wasn't me.
What is happening? I don't understand.
There's so much nonsense going
This is
on.
strange and it scares me.
I don't like change.
Yeah, if you're gonna talk
Yeah, it's
to me,
on.
don't like look at me. At least don't that voice.
Somebody grab the cord with their foot when they were walking by.
She
Unplugged
told
our
you.
audio system.
Told you. Someone mic'd it, and it was somebody's fault who spoke up very quickly.
We're a bunch of professionals. Everything's smooth as silk
Yeah.
around here
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
That was all set up so
Yeah.
Mike could go on.
This is just for
weird
endearment.
rant.
It was
Yeah,
just to show off accents
Yeah, yeah.
and talents.
Make
and
you guys
skill.
feel like we're people too, but we're not. We're awesome.
Yeah. In fact, this isn't even happening right now. We filmed this like 2 years ago.
We're heroes!
None of this is real.
This is real.
None of it.
By the time you're seeing
Alright.
this, we are heroes.
So, as this hulking figure in sharp armor
Easy.
with a helm with horns on it, black, its face obscured, and reeking of necrotic energy and evil, comes into the room.
Cat 5.
What do you guys do?
I didn't
Well, we kill it.
I got it all in my beard. Can we see the mini for 2 seconds? Like just point it over towards us?
No.
Later. We have access.
Once
Yeah,
we're
we
dead,
have
we can see it.
We get behind the scenes. We're fucking awesome. I told you.
I wanted to gauge your reaction on the image alone.
Oh, I can see it. It's bad.
Oh, I
no,
see it.
No, but
I
he'll
see it.
see it and whimper, and that means we're dead.
Yeah, it's,
You know
yeah,
what I
it's probably
see?
better off you don't see it, Matt. It's way more intimidating when you can see it. Is this
Yeah.
just
So
don't
from
So-
what I see, is
no
a sword.
don't do it, Matt. You need
I see a
resolve,
sword.
man.
So the Black
As
Hunt,
big as the body.
the Black Hunt champion, rolls a 12 in initiative.
the Black Hut
Hunt.
Hunt.
Hunt
Hunter. He's a black hunter.
God, when you say black hunt,
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, man. Get out
I've
of
heard
the
it
gutter.
3 times now. All right, I had to point it out.
God damn it.
You
really
gotta
didn't.
You just gotta emphasize that H, man.
I do. Black Hunt.
Yeah, he says it okay. The rest of you, I only hear
You
it one
can't
way.
combine letters, guys.
You gotta emphasize the H.
Alright, okay, so
Alright,
it's
we're
not
gonna-
called
we're
the
gonna
Black
get in
Hunt
trouble.
anymore. I'm gonna call it something else.
You're gonna get in trouble. Let's move on.
The gentleman in dark armor who serves the Black Hunt.
Yeah.
I was just worried about the subtitles,
Rolled a
man.
12.
I was just worried about the subtitles.
Yeah, we are.
12, right?
YouTube is notorious for this shit.
12?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's his dex modifier?
Probably more than a lens.
What's your dex modifier? I want to see whether. Yeah, what's your dex modifier?
It doesn't matter. Ties go to the player.
Yeah.
+2.
Ties go to the
maybe
player.
I thought it was
Yes.
dex.
No. It's ties go to the player.
Dex only matters for player to player.
Even if you wanted to, doesn't even have to. Players can
Yeah.
decide.
If you
amongst
could just
themselves.
decide, then it's no problem.
Yeah.
But BH? How was that funny? How was VH funny? Let me know.
Alright, Thalen.
See, I see what you did there.
I need to fix that.
Don't hold up
Oh.
that board.
You also notice that the whites very much
Stronger.
no, they didn't get stronger. They very much look like this isn't anything they want any part of either.
No same team.
Oh, good shit. That's good.
Same team?
No, they kind of like back away and start backing away, separating themselves away from him.
That's a good sign.
Not for me.
Fear. Yes.
Okay.
Holy shit, whose turn is it?
Run.
Yours.
That was stop around.
My turn.
Well,
Go hit it. See what happens.
okay.
For science!
You convinced me.
We're
For
all still
science.
lit. We're still lit up, Mike. Can we do something about that?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Just as.
Yeah, we're doing okay against the whites. That's definitely something you should
Sick and blue.
cacaw.
Get him. What do you got?
Pet friendly.
They're dead. They're dead.
So-
You killed them.
Yeah, they're dead. You killed them.
You got it. You're a hero, dog.
He is a hero, thank you.
So,
How? How does it get triggered? We need to know so we cannot do it anymore.
It's
I
me.
know, right?
This is
Alex.
the hero. This is the
Alex.
hero.
shut up. I love you, Sasha, but come on here.
Sorry.
Sasha,
I apologize.
Sorry,
But,
sorry for anyone that whistle might have hurt your ears.
How are you
I didn't
feeling?
think about it.
I'm feeling fine.
Who's not feeling fine?
Come here.
I mean, we're all kind of hurt.
Hey. Come here.
Yeah, I think you're hurt.
Well, yeah. It's not great.
On a scale from like I'm gonna guess 36. 1 to 36.
Ooh, actually,
That's a little high.
Dude, what is it?
So I'm gonna reach out.
Save the spell slots. We're fine for now. Kill that thing. Hit it.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna reach out and snap my fingers. As I do, you see ethereal heads kind of float up around the skeleton and begin whispering nuances.
What
and-
skeleton?
Sorry,
The
the
knight.
Night of Death.
Oh, I really was
Knight-
confused.
That is my. I apologize. Around the Death of Night, as they begin whispering and murmuring things in his ears that no one can really understand, and he must make a charisma saving throw of 14.
Charisma saving throw. Huh?
Yeah, he's an ugly dead son of a bitch. He's gonna fail that shit.
Dude. Oh, man. Scary. So scary.
And he's not deafened, is he?
No, they can't hear.
I'm just making sure. If he needs to be able to hear me for the spell to take effect.
I can't hear you. I have a bucket on my head.
It's better than what I had.
Get
All I heard,
fucked, Bard.
all I heard was, "I can't hear you. I don't have any ears. They rotted away years ago." Ah!
Hey, you don't know he's rotten down there. In there, it's armor. It just looks like armor.
Down there?
Down there?
Well, that's included in his whole thing.
Yeah, but like,
Who has ears down there?
I don't know.
I
was thinking
I
about
understand. I've
down
heard the
there.
joke about having a brain down there.
I meant
but
more about
ears-
his location when I said it, and that's stupid.
down there on the table.
What,
Yeah.
you feel bigger than him?
I am
Why don't you
Not.
punch him?
not. You're right.
No balls.
I'm not fucking doing that. You stupid.
No balls.
Alfarius is.
All right.
I mean, what?
No, he's not.
Okay. So charisma saving throw, right? DC what?
14.
DC 14. Ooh, passes. Barely.
Barley.
He's a handsome son of a bitch.
Fucking matched you 14 to 14.
He takes 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage.
That's already half for you. Because he, on that pass, he...
Yeah.
Cool. That will end my turn. As I sit in silent contempt at the fact that this man was more charismatic than my spell.
Alright.
White. You just roll it and tell
Just
me.
roll it and tell him.
Roll it and tell
It's
me.
easier that way.
Constitution saving throw. Onegaishimasu.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's good.
DC what?
14?
Constitution.
Should be 13.
DC 13.
14.
Passes this. Passes this time.
So, half 12 is 6.
6. Okay.
Good call. Move it on the big guy.
It is.
So like this white is like starting to just like fall apart and like degrade at this point. There's bones showing and far less skin. You can see like its face is starting to disintegrate and pull apart and like drip down onto the floor in like slabs and just wet chunks hitting the ground.
It didn't help the dog started drinking because all
Yeah.
I was like,
Good ambience.
that
So
was unsettling.
Squish.
Yes. Think of all the flesh.
so both the
falling
whites,
It's fine. It's just it was really bad.
both of the whites, they both start putting a spell in their hands, and you see them as they cast them at this champion, this heavily armored undead. And it hits him and begins to channel, and you start to see their bodies repair as life, necrotic life, is pumped into them, and they regain all of their health.
But I thought they were scared.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
That's really bad.
That ends their turn. That's their action.
It is now the dark night of the hunt.
Never mind.
No, it should be me.
Yeah. it is.
Joe, you were right. Ellen, sorry.
You can.
I'm gonna rewrite that for safety.
So I'm gonna go ahead
What you
and
can
move.
do is move it out of his space and move it back into his space to cause him to take another instance of damage. Just so you know.
Nope. Going to put in.
No, that's not
Yeah.
how it works.
That's not how it works.
It doesn't damage them when you move it. Only when their turn starts or you first cast it.
It says when they first enter it.
They have to enter
Yeah,
it.
on their
willingly.
turn.
So
Yeah.
move it in between the two of them, though.
Yeah, definitely cover both.
Which one is it that
Okay.
you can
Lillian.
move out of their space and put them back
No,
into it?
So you move it
Nothing?
here.
I thought there was
There you
one.
go.
Mm-mm.
No, between the Black Knight and
the Dark Hunt.
the black
You guys are all special. Between where?
the
the-
right and the Black Knight, the Black Hunt, her moonbeam.
So you,
She was putting it between them two,
Yeah, right in the middle. So it gets just
so that it's
those
hitting
two.
both of them.
okay, so it's hitting both of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I moved the moonbeam.
Okay.
Use my spear to move it over a bit.
There we go. That's better.
And then
So he has to make a save throw, right?
Yep. And you roll damage.
Yep.
On his turn.
Nope.
No,
when
no.
it first instances,
On
so
his
when,
turn.
when she
She's
moves
already
it,
cast it though.
Yeah.
she moves it into his.
That only
Yeah.
happens on the first
It only happens
cast.
on
Oh.
cast.
So
First
So
moving
when
it
it
into
comes
a
to
new
his
target
turn
again.
again and it's
Yeah.
still there, he'll have
Yeah.
to roll.
Ah.
So when his turn hits,
I was saying he's going to have to, like, he's going to have to take a con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Constitution
can
saving
you can
throw.
wait.
Okay.
So after that, I 5 feet back. I
5
move
feet
5 feet
back?
back.
Okay.
And because it used an action to move my
Yes.
beam, right?
Uses an action to
Yep.
move.
And it's my turn.
Okay.
Come. It's set for life.
Now it's
That
Black
is
Hunt.
going to make it the Black Hunt's turn.
So, grabbing the great sword and yanking it out of the ground and turning it to rest on his shoulder, it starts slowly marching forward into the room. And as he begins to approach, your hair stands on end, the goosebumps run across your body, and you feel the immediate need to take flight as his malevolent presence pushes into the room. And you all need to make a saving throw.
It's that bad, isn't it?
So
It's
you all have
that
to make. So you all have to make a
So
DC.
Oh, come on. Don't be
I
that.
think he takes damage.
Don't
when
be
he
that
moves,
good.
right, Andy?
A DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck, flat on wisdom.
Yes, he will take the damage.
Fucking
I
pass
saved
shit,
me
dude.
and Alfarius.
So he does take
Oh,
damage.
this
bastard you!
12.
No pluses?
How about his con
Nothing.
save for that moonbeam?
Yep. So
So I failed.
Okay.
Even though I'm the wisest.
All right, who failed? All three of you?
Yeah.
You two didn't?
Us three.
We got the better board side,
Three.
y'all!
roll your
But
I'll
did that moonbeam affect him at all?
Yeah, it does. It did,
Yeah.
but not enough for it to matter. So she can roll the damage and I'll apply it.
Okay.
It's not going to do enough damage to matter.
No.
saving throw.
It's,
Nice,
it's,
mate.
it's not good. For
He
equals.
fails, but doesn't matter.
Oh no, he's put himself
And the
between
white.
me and the door.
No, it's not the last turn yet.
That's so
12.
bad.
12?
It's so bad.
I think it bounced back
It's got
towards
off
you.
our exit.
I mean,
Let's roll it again.
Kind of. She already did. I'm just trying to find it.
Oh, then.
No, it's under Mike.
So yeah,
It's
so
by your foot.
so it's still his turn.
did you get it, Amanda?
Oh man.
Kowalski. Analysis.
We're about to lose everything.
Well, I'm scared, so I imagine I'm running away.
Or standing there and attacking with
Possibly.
disadvantage while not approaching.
Possibly.
Oh.
This is where heroes are made from sad.
No.
This is where heroes die.
This is where
Oh.
silly fools who think they're heroes get chopped in half.
You should definitely go first then. Because I am a hero, I don't think nothing.
He's right in front of you, so I think you're gonna find out how much of a hero you are.
Actually, he's going to go.
Never mind, he changed his mind.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. He can go. Ooh.
Oh
Actually, he's
shit!
gonna go.
No. Oh! I know what he's doing. I don't like what he's doing. He's lining up a thing, and I don't like it. I don't like the boat.
30. So he continues to just march into the hallway, going straight past you. You watch as he eyes the few of you that he passes menacingly. Nothing but dead green orbs, lacking all emotion and connection to the world
I'm in
or the
danger.
person that it was.
I'm actually panicking
As
right
he
now.
takes his great sword and swings it in a wide arc, making 3 multi-attacks and hitting each of you once.
Knew it.
It cuts straight through the beams in the wall and takes a chunk out of the side of the hallway, connecting it to the living area. And the wall bursts as the sword erupts with arcane energies. As he hits you with his sword of life stealing.
Oh, this is cooking good. Oh.
Is that enough, Dylan?
So,
That was pretty Dylan. I like it. Thank you.
the first attack
Best part is
against
actually like,
Luthok.
oh, it's gonna be good.
Luthok's not there.
What? Not?
Luthok's not there.
No, you're hitting
Oh,
Phelan.
Riken, sorry.
The
Riken.
3 magic users.
You're
don't
hitting
have
the weak
health
boys.
To take this.
So,
You have a guy left.
I do.
You have a guy
Yeah.
left.
so that's going to be a 15 to hit.
On?
That's going to be a miss.
It missed.
On who?
On Riken.
But
Oh.
if it did hit the guy, he's dead. So let's.
It doesn't matter. You determine after the hit
Yeah.
if it goes for a target or not.
Then why does it even have an armor class?
Because they can technically go
I thought
under.
if it.
Because because you can target the mirror image, technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
If something specifically targeted
I thought
it,
you
then
rolled
it
for
can.
who it targets.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't think
Then
you
yeah.
have to determine
Either way,
equal.
it misses anyways. So,
Ah!
I'll read
even
it.
if that works that way, you're saved a mirror image for the moment. We'll leave
Sweet.
it that way. So, coming around as Riken ducks as it catches the door frame and shatters it and comes around to
No,
Lucian.
it is when they target you. You have to determine whether it swings at it or not.
So, it comes wide and hits the roof and slams right into the ground as he must have hit some beam or piece of metal piping in the building.
Fuck.
Then he quickly, realizing his mistake, pulls it up again and continues to swing, this time with both hands at Phelan. So it's going to be 17 to hit. Yep.
You hit.
So that's going to be
No bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is scary.
Dude. Yeah.
Really scary.
oh, okay. So
The birds aren't gonna help us.
you take 10 slashing damage.
Oh.
As you feel, you barely move as it comes across and it hits like the top of your head and just like the flat blunt of the blade just whack hits you in the head.
Wow, I thought that was gonna be way worse.
And that ends his turn.
Okay. Riken.
That's real bad.
Bracken.
Holy fuck! I take the, let's see. Oh, disengage for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I disengage. And then I move into the room over towards Luthok and Alfarius as far as I can. Like, I want to get it between them.
Like you want to, are you
Like,
trying
towards me and then,
because the white's still there, so where
Yeah.
are you trying to land? Right
like,
here?
trying to go behind Luthok and circle the white there.
Yeah.
So 25?
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. That'll
Okay.
work.
Alright.
Fuck that. And then,
Don't forget, everybody who failed, you're frightened for 1 minute.
fuck.
Frightened means we can't go towards him, right?
And you have disadvantage attacking him.
I already have disadvantage, so that doesn't bother
All right.
me.
Well, I'm gonna attack that white there.
Use disengage.
Yeah, you use
You're right. I did. So bonus action. I'm gonna curse the white under the moonbeam.
Okay.
He's already hexed.
Okay, so we'll just So he's cursed as well.
Cursed and hex.
Hex
Cursed and hexed.
I'll put a spell on you.
And that will end my turn. In terror.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within sight. Cannot willingly move towards the target. So it doesn't matter if you target him or not. You have disadvantage as long as he's within sight.
But
On
if you're
every-
inside that center, if you're in that bubble, you have a flat roll.
Yep.
Bubble.
Yeah, well, he's not in it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well,
No, so like Luthok and Altharius right now have advantage because of Fairy Fire. Oh, wait!
No, Fairy Fire picks a target.
I
And,
passed.
and it only affects the things that you were there when you cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can't re-pick targets as they come into the
Each
order.
object with gives any
When-
creature in the area when the spell is cast
When
is
the
also
spell
allied.
is cast.
Yeah, so on the whites.
yeah.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah. So they still have it on
That's
the
why I
whites.
rolled
Right.
flat.
But
But
they have
on him it doesn't
disadvantage
matter.
attacking him
Or I would have rolled flat.
or any other whites that enter the room.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack this white in front of me.
Okay.
Crit!
Nice.
Unfortunate you rolled a 1.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 1, but I have brutal critical because I'm
yeah.
half orc when we
Oh
survive.
yeah. Fuck him up.
Oh,
That's much better.
12, 13, 15, 19 points of damage on that white right in front of me.
White right in front of you. 19. Good roll.
Fuck yeah.
Cut his head off.
And I turn to Reagan and I say, Reagan,
Correct. Yeah.
you ever consider that we're not the targets here? As I continue fighting.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have my turn.
Keep doing that.
Making it
Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah, looks like he was doing stuff. so I was
Do
waiting.
I get to redo the save at any point in time?
Yeah, I believe you can do it at the end of each of your turns.
Or is it an action?
And do I have to break line of sight?
If a frightened target ends its turn more than 30 feet away from the black guard, the target can repeat the saving throw,
You're
ending
not.
the effect on
You
itself.
are definitely not out of 30 feet yet.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nope. I am. Yeah, I ended my turn.
All right.
Question, DM.
Yes, sir.
You said the Black Hunt was wearing armor, correct?
Yes,
What happened if you made him bet?
of course. It's plate mail.
Well, he's gonna get fucking shocking grasped then.
All
So I
right.
grab him by the arm. I electrocute him.
Okay.
Probably not. That's a solid 14.
That's a solid miss, sir.
Don't forget a disadvantage.
Nope. Advantage because he's wearing
Oh.
metal armor.
Oh.
So it was a flat roll.
Oh.
That's why I did that.
But-
Oh.
But it missed.
Magic.
Doesn't matter because it missed.
So
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and Misty Step
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good call.
as far over here as I can
30
get.
feet, correct?
Yeah.
So, and you can go through his space, so we'll go 30.
Cool.
Or
Do
30.
that. Farther away from him.
Here?
Yeah.
Boom.
Then I'm gonna move another 15 feet farther into the corner.
Okay. You can
I'm
attempt
gonna-
a save throw now.
I'm gonna end my turn so I can take my save throw.
Yep. DC 13 wisdom.
Not even close.
So you are still terrified by this hulking undead behemoth in the room. His feet having been crushing the planks of the wooded floor as he walks across them, the creaking and the building shaking with undead malevolence pushing outwards from him.
I fucking hate this dog.
Turn?
Altharius,
Let's go, come on.
he's gonna attack the white he's next to
Good job.
with a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That is a miss.
The white?
Oh, no. Sorry, that's a hit on the white. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
That would be 12 slashing damage.
12.
12 whole slashing damage.
Okay. Alright. Don't give me attitude, computer. Just put the numbers in the box.
Put the numbers in the box.
What's in the
Maybe not.
box?
Okay. Are you shitting me? Just let me put the number in the box. Okay, there we go. Right. That it just slices into it.
That's it for now.
It reaps as it rips into him and cuts across his body. You guys see that there are wisps of necrotic energy that kind of fall out of his body.
Oh yeah, good.
Is that your turn?
That ends Alpharius' turn.
Phelan, top of the order. Disengage.
Okay. Good idea.
Then run 30 feet on the other side of that table if I can.
5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'll get behind the table.
Okay. 15, 20.
No, the other table.
Oh, the other
Alpharius.
table?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
He wants to try to get behind it with 30.
25, 30. Okay.
Yeah, I like that table.
You
Then
you can-
I will simply... Taiki, I'm going to need a little bit of help here, please. As I cast Healing Word upon myself.
Alright.
And end my turn. Going to the whites.
Alright, the white's turns.
Moonbeam.
The beam of the moon.
The beam. Fails.
5.
5. Big numbers.
Big number.
The
Big
best.
numbers.
The best numbers.
It'd be really nice right now.
Okay.
Like a big old ball of fire.
Do you know what'd be nice right now?
I mean, if you're
2
attempting to
attacks.
burn down the whole building.
That would be nice too.
Which would
You know,
not be
I-
a bad option.
No.
You know, I don't give a fuck about this building.
You should. You're inside it.
I got Misty Step.
Out the window.
All right, boom, gone.
Yeah, I think if you, I think you'll be out of spell slots here real quick if you're not already. Plus points.
I'm close. But if I had Fireball, I'd also have more spell slots. So.
I think like what, 1 extra for Misty Step, first level.
Yeah, I'd have a Misty Step second level.
Is it
But
second
I'd
level?
have a fourth
Oh, it's
one.
first level.
I think it's first.
Misty Step is definitely a second level.
It's a second level reaction.
Neat.
All right.
No, bonus
Bonus
action.
Bonus action. So, the whites
Might be a first level for other people, but
No.
definitely second for me.
turn. This white turns and rushes Lucian.
Ooh. Okay.
This here and still cursed. Okay. And he makes 2 attacks. Oh, those are too big. The first one lights.
wouldn't-
The sword lights up with green energy
He
as
wouldn't
it
happen
strikes
to want
you.
to have a hug, would he?
So that's a 21 to hit.
All these whites dispositions. I think they need hugs.
So that is.
That's gonna hurt.
I'll open up their
Or a
thing.
plushie.
So that's 8. So that's 8 necrotic damage, and you can make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or have your hit point maximum reduced by amount equal to the damage taken.
Constitution.
They got buffed. They got buffed, guys.
DC what?
Oh, it's a
DC 13.
19.
There you go. What?
I got a quick question for you, DM. With that lowering your health total, like
Yeah.
let's say I get hit by 12 and I'm now down to 22.
Mm-hmm.
Or 20, we'll say 20. And I get hit for 21 total, or 40 even. Does the death kill instant kill gate
Yeah.
decrease with it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it does
just,
too.
that's what I
Your
thought.
maximum is being reduced.
That's what I thought. I just
Yeah.
wanted I wanted a clarification.
Yeah, that's why reducing your maximum is really bad.
That's
for
why
us.
I just wanted that clarification because I
Yeah.
was curious.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, this reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest.
Ooh.
The target dies if this effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0,
Nothing. I passed.
not instant death. So if this
I have a +4
attack
on
drops
con.
you to 0, you die. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to do the damage anyways.
Ooh. Ooh, I don't like this.
Okay, then it follows up with the other
You have
attack.
resistance. You go fuck yourself.
You
We
have
don't like
resistance.
this.
And as it comes up to hit you again, coming back the other way, you duck and its sword digs into the wall and gets stuck there, immobilizing it.
Haha. Haha.
crit fail. You
So,
Bitch ass white.
So, it sits there, hits the wall, and it starts yanking on it, trying to pull it out, but it's just carved into this support beam, like boom, right into it, right on the side of the wall. just dug all
So
the
I
way
feel
in.
as if I can get past him without taking an opportunity attack.
You do. You could also make an opportunity attack if you want.
Right now?
Mhm.
And that would burn a reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would run the reaction.
What do I have to cast?
You can't.
Good.
You can't. It has to be a melee attack.
Unless you're a warcaster.
Is that the one that
Yeah.
you can do spells with? Not even melee spells?
Ooh, that's different.
No, a melee spell attack you could make if you had one.
Yeah.
I do.
Mhm.
Does it have? It doesn't wear armor though, does it?
The white? Yeah, it's wearing armor. It's
Is it metal?
It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it's wearing like a very heavy and dark, worn like studded leather.
Is that classified as metal then? No. So it'd be a disadvantage roll from being drunk still, huh?
And
No.
being frightened, yeah.
It still has a fairy fire on it.
Yes.
So
It'll be
flat
flat.
roll.
Flat roll.
I'll do it for flat.
Mhm.
No,
Never mind.
Neat.
gotta get these shit rolls out of the way.
So the
friends.
other white attempts to do the same thing. You watch as its sword lights up with green necrotic energy, and it strikes at Luthok.
Of course it does.
That's gonna be 22 to hit,
Yeah, it's.
and that's gonna be
Solid.
3 necrotic damage. I need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
You crit it does, right, Luthor?
Yeah. I need a DC what?
DC 13.
Oh yeah, I totally passed with a 19. Cause
So that
Orcs
follows up
survive.
with another strike, and that's gonna be a miss.
Oh.
As you
Hopefully.
deflect that one with your shield after it slips through your guard and stabs you the first time.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it real bad.
Okay, that ends all the white's turns.
Lin.
She's in a bad spot,
I'm
folks.
in a very bad spot.
She's afraid.
I need, like, I can't go near him.
Nope.
You.
Oh, poor fuck.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you guys didn't realize we were all abandoned her?
No.
I forgot she could get away.
No, you can run past it. Run in, then disengage, then run past.
No, she
Nope.
can't.
She
She's
can't.
scared.
She can't willingly
Oh,
go
she's
towards
feared.
him while
Yeah.
she's feared.
Willingly move
Flee.
Your Exodus material.
Your option
You
is.
might die, but it's a sacrifice we're willing to make.
No, definitely run away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have no other choice.
You don't.
You don't.
You absolutely
Or
don't.
do you have anything? Could you maybe wild shape into something very hard to target, like an owl,
Big risk.
which
Not really a big risk.
in like fly
Wild
up into the
shapes.
ceiling?
But
She
I
can't-
can't take the fly speed. I have to
No.
do my normal
No, she
speed.
definitely
yeah.
can't do a fly speed. She probably still can't even do swim speed because she's
Nope.
shepherd.
No, I can't.
Wait, what?
And her CR rating is probably
Half.
It's
half.
1/4.
So you can't.
No,
you
mine's
She's
you
half.
level
can't use the
4,
fly
so
speed of an
probably-
owl.
It's probably half.
I can't use the fly or swim speed.
You have to be like level 8 for fly speed with the shepherd.
Yep. So
Not all druids are made equal.
Dude, shepherds are not
In fact,
wild
most
shapers.
druids not made equal.
Yeah.
No.
Basically,
So-
no druid is made equal to the circle of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moon OP.
Watsy,
Yeah.
think about that, okay? And by the
So-
way, your level 20 ability, Ribbon, who wants to live forever as a druid? Fix it. Find something else. That's dumb.
Better. Something
better. Something
worth
that
hitting
actually
20.
is worth hitting 20 for. Okay?
I don't want to live forever. Kill me, please.
I just feel like I have no other choice.
I would agree.
I'm gonna flee.
Alright. Alright, so you look down the hallway and
I'm scared.
Elin, just terrified of the presence it's pushing out and the evil, malevolent magic that's coursing through its body outwards. She's overwhelmed, and she takes off back through the living area where you came in and dips left out to the front door towards the foyer. Okay. So, you leave. So take her off initiative.
What does that mean for the moonbeam?
It's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Shit, I forgot she was frightened.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to do anything to help you either way.
Good taking a hit, man.
No, I could not have.
So,
It was going through walls.
as you rush into the foyer,
I'm squishy meat.
you feel a little bit of relief and weight come off your shoulders. And you start to catch your breath and you're panting. And you can hear in the distance, you can hear the ringing of the alarm bells, the perimeter of the town. Okay, back to the game.
Ooh. 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 Maybe Lycan's turn. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh no, it's
it's
Big boy.
big fucker's
The
turn.
champion.
Chase, can you do me a favor and remove her mini from the board?
So,
Thank you.
without even really a care in the world, it just turns, coming back, and starts walking into the room. And you hear a deathly, gross, otherworldly voice speak out to the room in general. You are not what I'm here for. I'd be more than happy to take your essences to the other world if you stay and fight. As he walks towards Luthok and Riken
Oh no!
and raises his sword to come down.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Well, if we're not what he's here for, why is he staying?
Well, did you not hear the second part? I'd be more than happy to collect your essences.
So, first attack
Look, man, this guy's wasting his own
is
time.
going to be a 28 to hit.
Against you.
It's going to be against Riken.
How much did all my character do?
Does he roll better than 11? Roll better than
So
11.
that's
Yeah!
Fuck yeah.
so that's 10 plus
Well,
17 slashing damage.
yeah, he killed the shit out of my image.
Yeah. So as it hits the ground, the first strike, you hear him. Tricks is it? And he comes back at you for another strike.
No!
Tricks!
Here,
Check
hang
out
on,
the
hang on, hang on.
Crit!
Oh my god. Crit.
Are you okay? Are
Yeah.
you okay? Can't handle it. Oh no!
Are you alright?
Yeah, this chair was already
So-
broken.
Holy shit, that's what that noise was?
Oh,
Holy fuck, dude.
damn cheap equipment.
I thought like one of the legs of the
So-
fucking table broke, dude. That was loud.
I thought you were just upset and falling out of your chair.
So as you
LMFAO.
as you turn to avoid him and looking upwards, the sword comes faster than you can even comprehend. It comes across your chest in a wide arc and splatters your blood as your armor just gets eviscerated by the edge of this blade as it hits.
Yeah.
And you start to feel your life force being ripped from your body
That makes sense.
as the sword of life stealing inflicts on top of the 19 slashing damage you've
Yep.
already taken.
So I'm dead.
Another 3d6 necrotic.
Yeah.
You're gonna die, Matt.
I think I
You
am.
die. Don't worry, you'll come back as a scholar.
It only works once.
Oh.
You're dead, bro.
Possibly.
Shit.
Low,
So-
low.
So you take 10 necrotic.
So 29 or 29. 19 plus 10,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
29.
I think you're alive.
I am but not really.
Oh god, that was close. 3d6 to only
Does
get
the
10?
carry over after the first hit?
Oh, well,
No,
that's
no, it was one
average.
hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone, remember that my totem is gone now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you still had 9. You're gone.
Yeah, I
was-
already
it
lost
was-
all of it anyway.
It was
Yeah,
evidently
fuck that.
clear.
So, after striking you and dropping
Nice.
you to a knee, he turns and overhands his final attack on Luthok.
Oh, that's good.
At least he didn't try to finish you. Very easily could have.
And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
God
Yeah,
damn.
that hits.
God damn. Oh, nice.
And you take 18 slashing damage.
Oh, jeez. 9.
Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge.
Yeah, I'm kind of just face down in my own blood right now.
It puts your health back up. You should be at 42.
What? No.
It gave you temporary hit points again. You should be at 42.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm fucking a dead man.
And for some reason reset. So 4.
He comes before me in the initiative.
Oh, it's automatically doing the. I think.
Yeah, it took it away from the 10 points.
Everybody does.
So.
Anyway, ow.
So after he
really
cleaves through the both of you, he just simply poses. You hear again his voice, low and ethereal, disembodied, coming from behind the mask with a slight echo because of the metallic armor on his body. Where is the woman
Well, that's
that
pretty
resides here? And then his turn is over.
In response, I continue to bleed.
And what do you roll while you bleed?
You ain't got time to bleed.
Next,
I bleed it out.
what do you roll?
If there's any time to roll a 20, Matt, it's right now.
I mean, it's any time to roll over a 10.
So,
I would have liked for it to be over 10, but I, in response, bleed harder.
yeah. I bleed more.
I bleed more. I failed my death save there, fellas. That's one.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. So, whose turn is it?
That makes it Luthok. Orcs more!
All right,
Or Orcs run?
Orcs.
Orcs survive, which sometimes means running.
I'm not going to antagonize the orc.
Orcs recklessly attack
Oh, fuck.
behind them.
So it's a flat roll, right?
Yeah. No, it's flat.
Mhm.
Oh, orcs get 24 to hit.
That is...
If it's not a hit, we're big trouble.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Alright, orcs do 8 points of damage with his hammer.
Orcs survive.
Orcs hit with 24.
Orcs piss off bad guys that are gonna kill us.
That is
Orcs
the orc
now
way.
impose disadvantage on any attacks against someone who's not myself
Orcs.
because of my
Save
spirits.
friends.
I am in big trouble.
Orcs
Not the jet.
reach for their
But he
waist
still
belt.
comes before me.
You want instant die?
So he has
Reach
disadvantage on
for their
everything.
waist belt
If he doesn't
and
have
grab
damage, he will.
a health potion as they toss it down to Raiken's body. Someone take care of him!
Oh well, of course. Black Cup
So,
will pick it up and
as
take
you-
care of him.
As you make your hammer makes contact with the plate armor and hits it, it immediately strikes and reflects, hurting your arm.
Ah!
As you realize that only something that's magically enchanted would resist so strongly against the attack that hard.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
Bad news bears.
That's really bad. Oh no. Oh no. I ended my turn.
Lucian!
Why yell out? If we give you the woman, will you stop killing my friends?
Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty.
You son of a hoo-ha.
Ooh, you got called a hoo-ha.
It was at a 16 until it hit the fucking book. God damn it. It's 15 though.
A 15?
Yeah.
He turns. You hear the metal creak as it scrapes, his helmet scrapes against the pauldrons of his plate, and looks over at you. If you tell me where she is, I agree to not kill you.
I don't actually know where she is, so I'm not really sure how to keep going here, guys.
Perception. Deceive him.
His turn's over.
She went that way.
Making the persuasion check was his action.
Almost.
So if anyone
I get to
wants
keep
to,
playing at least.
So if anyone wants to, you know, like,
I'm participating.
so you know, if anyone wants
The participation song, everybody.
to give her up.
Yeah.
So, Alfarius.
I mean, I still have movement, right? Can I move away from the white?
I mean, I guess you can if you want to. You're invoking an attack of opportunity, maybe.
Well, he's stuck in the wall still, right? He hasn't got his turn back.
Huh?
This is in the 6 seconds that he got stuck in the wall, right?
No, it was.
He's out now?
Yeah, he pulled it out.
Then never mind.
After you attempted to hit him with shocking grasp or whatever
Okay.
you were going to hit,
Then never
he
mind.
pulled it out.
Class.
Then I will stay where I am. Go ahead.
Come on.
Alfarius is going to go over to Riken's body,
Okay.
grab that potion, turn me over, and put a little on the wound and a little in the mouth.
Does he want to? Does he want to step into the? Actually, we're gonna have to put Mike on top of the table.
I'll stand on the table. That's fine.
He wants to occupy this space right next to the white, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reach down, heal me. I forget what a potion. It's 2d4 plus 4, right?
2d4 plus 4, yes.
2d4 plus 2. Right?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus
Yes,
2.
plus
Okay.
two.
Oh, good, solid. 7.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's 2d4 plus 4.
Plus
2.
2.
2. Just 2.
7. Yeah.
My face hurts.
So
I
Riken
don't
takes in
believe
a
that
deep,
from my inventory.
deep, blood-filled breath, and then Alfarius is going to
Give up the location of the woman.
This is how fair it
fight evil at all costs,
is. Yeah.
but has
This is the dude that stuck up, went to this succubus princess and told her to suck it.
yeah,
Yeah.
But, not in a succubus way. But, like a mean way.
yeah. He doesn't have bonus actions because, paladin. So he's done.
He has his faith. He has his faith to protect him. Remember?
He does have shield and faith.
Does he have any words to say to the party?
No, because I'm not him. I'm not going to commit to that.
That's you.
No balls. No.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, it's honestly unfortunate that Dylan's missing this because this is a part of his story arc. So.
Is what it be.
But it is what it is. So Dylan, if you're watching or you watch this, we will be in contact so I can explain to you what's happening.
You take this?
Well, would
Wow.
It's your fault.
knowing anything that's
Dylan's
going
fault?
on, would Dylan know, or would Alfarius say anything in particular?
It's not my character.
No? Okay.
Yeah, we'll deal with it another time.
Yep.
Another time. He's in battle focus. He's not talking.
Exactly.
Boom! Okay, my turn.
You do find that his stoic presence and unyielding position is inspiring to a degree.
That is
Inspiring to a degree. No, but
And now it now comes up to my turn.
Like in an inspirational way?
Yeah.
Inspiring or like...
Technically, yeah, but not the way you guys are thinking.
So I
Not
wouldn't
mechanically.
benefit from being inspired, but I am inspired.
So, Thalen shakes his hands and is just kind of sweating profusely. Not sure how to handle this right now. He just kind of just reaches out his hands again and tries to make eye contact with this beast in armor and just whispers, "Run." And as he does, the skulls, the little whispering voices appear again, this time louder and more apparent, as he needs to make a DC 14 charisma saving throw.
what?
DC
No,
14?
sorry, DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
I stand corrected.
What are you casting?
Passes. Was it 25?
Jesus.
Damn.
He's got a really high wisdom.
There's two things that this thing is good at. On purpose.
7 psychic damage.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he looks at Luthok, and all you hear in your own head is, "I forgot." Do you know what? All I've got for you, Luthok, because I thought I'd be better at this moment. You hit really hard, and you are now inspired with Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And you now have a D6 to add to anything. That's saves and hits, not the damage.
Saves and hits.
God damn.
So, as you cast the spell, you start to see, you do see that he one hand he takes off of his greatsword, and he does in fact try to reach for his head, and he shakes left and right for a moment, and then regains his focus and speaks directly to you. You're wasting my time.
Then leave.
Whose turn is it?
That would be the
Whites.
It's the whites?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I'm prone on the ground, bleeding.
Yeah, at least you're not unconscious.
True.
Because then they get automatic criticals if they
That's
hit you.
I would be dead because I failed my saving throw.
Yep. So, the white.
This character I really worked hard on.
Makes
Gone.
Hey, the day is young. It has multi-attack.
Yeah.
You have a strong point, young man.
So it makes the first attack. Both attacks against Alfarius as he's
you lucked out.
reaching down after feeding you the health potion and standing up. Both the strikes, he sees him as vulnerable, so he attacks him.
Fair enough.
So that's a miss.
That's fair. He is vulnerable.
And that's a miss as well. 21 AC is strong.
Boom.
Two.
He's
The other one
wheels around with that
makes 2
shield.
attacks at Lucian. And that's going to be... Ooh, just barely missed.
Oh, wait.
14.
My hex and my curse are gone.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
My spell slots are gone.
Man, if you were playing like
Wait,
a
you have spell
wizard,
slots?
you'd have more than 2.
God, right? Wild.
Maybe you should take a rest.
Yeah. Short rest.
Short rest. Take a breather.
So,
I see what you're doing there, and I don't appreciate it.
actually, I forgot to do this. So we hit the top of the order, correct?
That was with me, yes.
Yeah, so we hit the top of the order. So what are you doing? You're standing in the foyer, gathering your senses.
I hear the
And you hear the fighting.
commencing.
The screams.
Yeah, the
of your
screams.
fallen comrades.
Head back in.
All right, make a save throw, please.
Why?
Because you still have to shake
It
off
still
being
has-
frightened.
He still has his presence on you.
Oh, it's wisdom, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yay! 16.
DC 13.
Ah, yeah.
All right, cool.
Is it 12? And I was like,
So you start rushing back in. You'll arrive in the room at the top of initiative again. All right. So it is whose turn?
The knight.
The knight.
The black.
The Black Knight.
like
Um,
Knight
See
of
what
the
you-
black hunt.
so he
unnecessary.
lowers his
Both of them.
greatsword to the ground,
Safety precaution.
resting it
Right next to my face.
right next to Riken's head,
Yeah.
and simply says, "Tell me where she is, or I will kill him."
Fucking tell
And he
him.
pushes out his malevolent presence, so everybody needs to make a saving throw again.
What if you're already here?
Then you don't have to.
Because I'm just out.
DC 13.
Yep.
Do I have to make one?
No.
Pass.
Oh hell
You're
yeah.
further
Yeah.
than 30 feet away.
I can save. I just can't hit.
Highest two.
So am I.
Actually, I die slowly.
I think I'm 30 feet away. as well,
Alfarius?
aren't I?
Oh right, I gotta roll for him.
Plus D4.
Oh, he's good.
Cool.
Okay. Then it's his turn.
Riken is very much going. Fucking tell him.
You can tell him.
I will.
It's your turn. Go
Right.
ahead.
She ran out the fucking front door. I don't know where she's at. Please just don't kill me.
Okay.
I disengage and roll away.
Roll away.
Roll away.
I stand up first, I guess.
Okay, so
I stand up
15
on the
feet.
way. I scramble up and move 15
Where do you
feet.
want to go?
Just towards the front door. Yeah.
Towards the front door?
Yeah.
But that's where he has to leave.
That's the way out. Hey, you said there was a back door though, right?
That's where he came in.
Yeah, that's where he came in.
Then I
He
go
blew
towards
this open.
that door.
So,
Scramble to my feet
okay.
and just. She went out the front. I turn and I am ready to fight, but I don't have much going on anymore, so. That ends my turn.
Luthok, with inspiring words from your bard, how do you feel?
We still need to kill
Frustrated.
He's like, I'm feeling like I'm at about 10 hit points.
Fucking kill him. Yeah, kill that white.
I turned
I don't think the white cares that she
and
left.
I turned towards this hunt fellow.
I gotta fucking get my sword back in my hand.
I can't just let you kill them, and I recklessly attack at him.
All right.
And,
So flat roll.
with my D6, bardic inspiration. I needed it, but it didn't do anything. I rolled a 4 plus 1 for my bardic inspiration plus 6. 11.
That's a miss.
Strong roll.
And my turn.
Do you
So
want to
as he
stand-
sees
Oh,
you, raise your hammer and come in for a solid strike, he just turns and doesn't even attempt to protect himself, and you just strike right off the front of the breastplate again.
Big thug.
Wait, so was that fluff? Or does the effect of my spirits still affect him?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect him.
I
Because
didn't
you
hit him.
missed. Yeah, you didn't hit him.
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was like, oh, I'm gonna willingly negate my armor, kind of. You know what I mean? Like how you can willingly fail a save. I thought there's a chance it maybe was just fluff.
No.
I was reaching for straws.
Then your
man.
turn.
Yeah, I ended my turn.
Okay.
Lucian.
Lucian.
She's at the top of the order or back in order?
She's gonna have
she
to
will
roll
be-
into initiative.
She would be back at the top of the initiative.
Yes.
Thank you.
So she can roll back into initiative once we get to the top.
Right, Alpha.
So
Got options.
fuck this white.
Got a
Okay.
choice to
He's
make.
pissing me off. I'm gonna burn him to death with a level 2 burning hands.
Okay.
Death.
Yeah, burn him into re-death.
Burn him into re-death.
18 fire damage.
18 fire damage.
So save.
Yeah, there is. Dex save.
Yes.
He fails.
Failed the
So he
death
takes
save.
all 18.
Burn the shit out.
And then I think you changed it where I can only cast cantrips with quicken spell again, right? If I cast a full spell.
You mean for casting multiple spells in the same turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever's. If you're using your meta magic, I think that you can.
Because you,
Do more than
you
that,
changed
correct?
it before, and then I think you went back to it doing cantrips again. Because in the spell it says cantrips, or in the meta magic it says cantrips in the rules. But
Yeah.
before you changed it to being able to do first level,
It was another game, and then
you buffed it for me.
You let him do it once, and then you're like, but after this, it goes back to cantrips because you'd already done it.
Yeah.
So it's,
So I wanted
it's
to
cantrips.
double check that it's going back to rule set, right?
Well, it depends on what meta magic says. What does meta magic say you can cast?
Meta magic says cantrips after a leveled spell.
Yeah. There you go then.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
So, as you lash out with burning hands, he ignites in a gulf of flame and just falls to the ground, lifeless.
Re-dead.
Read
Read
it.
it. Yep.
Re-dead.
Dead.
Read it. Okay.
No fucking black beams bringing them back this time.
Well,
Goddamn curse
I'm
face.
You had to
outside.
go and say it, didn't
I'm
you?
outside of 30 feet, right?
What beams?
It's going to be brought back now. 'cause it's got-
Oh,
By 5 feet.
maybe.
I have rolled a 2 on every single one of these attempts to save
It's just the
against
way it
his
comes
sprite,
sometimes.
dude.
So that is your
Holy
turn then?
shit. Yeah.
Next.
Every time it's been a 2.
Various.
Holy man, do
Fuck.
some damage.
I am really scared.
He still has 5 points of lay on hands, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe you should smite something.
I could, but it'd be his last spell slot.
Yeah.
Swing and try to hit first. Let's start there.
Or if he's gonna do something else.
Well, I'm thinking he's gonna fight evil at all costs. So he steps up next to Luthok.
Yeah. Bam.
Now, you know what? He flanks around the back of the thing with Luthok.
Yeah, there we go.
And since he is not frightened, he gets advantage.
There you go.
And he attacks it.
He needed it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he...
I don't
It's,
think the other dice is. So.
21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Sweet. And he's going to smite it. He's going to do it. He's going to cast a smite.
Smite him.
Smite him.
Extra damage.
And I forget what smite does.
2d8 plus another d8 because he's undead.
So 3d8s.
3d8 damage.
Fuck yeah.
Smite
Of
him.
magical damage.
Actually, you know what?
That's pretty
I'm gonna
good.
have to check
So,
what the book
14.
says about that, because it doesn't actually say
18.
on there that it.
So
that it does have
18 from
restrictions.
the
It's in the general rules.
smite of radiant damage. And then from the sword,
You said it's in general.
it's
Spellcasting rules.
12 slashing. That was it. Yeah, it's normally only 2.
Oh, I didn't see the other D8.
Yeah.
Yo.
Pretty good, right?
Yo.
Yeah. So 18
Smite.
of the smite, radiant damage, and 12 slashing with the long sword of that
Various.
paladin. Fuck. And that will end his turn. Taking it back to the top. Roll initiative, man.
Roll initiative.
So,
Please. Oh.
as he strikes him with the sword, it hits. There's a blast of blinding white and blue fire that comes igniting onto his sword as he makes contact. And as it rips into the champion's body, you start to see the armor crack under the weight of it as it begins to shatter, exposing dead skin and bone underneath as the front breastplate splits open,
Nice.
leaking out necrotic black and green energies wildly into the room. And it howls out in pain or in rage.
I don't think it's gonna let us go now.
Probably not.
Then as the sword turns back to normal, some of you see what seems like the after image of some divine angel retreating a sword and disappearing.
Ooh.
Nice.
19.
It's a good roll.
I only have to slightly change my order.
Wasn't in spellcasting.
It should be.
Wasn't- Just went through all of it. It might be in Meta Magic though.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is now the top of the order, which leaves it to Terrowyn and his terrible decisions.
Terrible decision.
So, seeing the knight
Sasha.
reel back in pain, Thalen says, fuck, fuck, fuck. And, if I can fucking, you know what, cancel, go away. He reaches out one more time and says, you are nothing but pain. Experience Bane and Taiki's Flame as he casts Bane on him, and I need a DC 14 Charisma saving throw.
What does Bane do? Necrotic damage, correct?
Nope.
It just
Oh, it's like
Up to
blast
3
by
creatures of your
reverse.
choice that you can see in range, so I'm targeting the other white as well, I forget there's 3. Make Charisma saving throws. Whenever a target fails this throw, he makes attack rolls, saving throws before the spell ends.
So
it
the
lasts
white
for a minute.
The white fails.
target must roll a d4 and subtract that from all attack and saving rolls.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like bless, but the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of blight. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of blight. DC
Blight's
what?
a
14.
spell.
14. Charisma.
He passes.
So nothing. Nothing
Well, you
happens
got
to
the
him.
other one.
Yeah, I'm out of spells now.
So the other white has a
Who
negative,
rolled a shot?
a
Yeah.
D4 worth of negative rolls, right?
Yep.
Is the saving throw repeatable at the beginning or end of each round turn?
I don't remember. Read that part again.
Got my D4 ready.
See it anyway.
No, it just lasts for the minute now.
202.
It's a concentration save on my end.
Just lasts for a minute. Okay.
And his spell cast is bonus action.
But yeah, all before. Yeah, there's no extra one.
Okay. No problem.
Oh, I've got one more.
Bonus action.
Got one more.
All right.
That will let him kind of go, oh, you are a pain in my ass. And then he looks at Luthok. Luthok, float like a butterfly, sting like a bigger orc! And you have inspiration again.
Wait, how come you went? Oh,
not the
21.
order.
That's right. You have a 21.
Yeah,
We'll have to go over it
yeah.
after. Cause
So, float like a butterfly,
see
sting like a
points.
bigger orc. You now have a d6 of inspiration. And my turn! Ellen.
Ellen.
Alright,
Do it! Do it now!
go back.
Yeah, you put her in the room. It's fine. Your mini's all the way over there. Avi obviously can't grab it.
In the room or in the hallway?
The hallway.
Alright. Scan everything. Scan.
Sitch.
Not afraid.
The siege.
Hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and make this fairly entertaining. I'm going to turn myself into a lovely butterfly. No.
Oh, what?
A lovely butterfly.
Last was a little fucking butterfly.
Come on.
No.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go ahead and use all of my movement, which is 30 feet. I'm
Okay.
going to go ahead and 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to Alfarius since he's the closest one to me. I'm gonna have my staff bap bap. He has resistance again, so it's adding a d4 to a save attack roll. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna move 10 feet to your left. To your right.
So you went here, and now you want to go here?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's my turn.
All right.
That makes it the white's turn.
The white's turn. The white just continues to press his attack. It decides to hit the half-orc, who's no longer facing him. So first attack
Bang.
is going to be 18. It's going to be 17 to hit
Still hits.
with Bane.
I tried.
So you take 6 slashing damage from the first attack. Oh, that's a pretty good roll, even with that. That's not bad. So, actually, let's see, which rate is he at?
16.
Oh, it misses because of Bane.
Bang! Bang!
There you go. Ends the white's turn.
I got you, bro.
Missed by 1.
That's the
Yeah.
big boss.
Mouse.
That makes it the Black Hunt's turn.
The Black Hunt.
Oh, get
Champ
ready
boost.
for the furnace.
He's
Yep.
fucking ready. He's got 21 AC, hasn't even taken a hit. Whole fight.
Woo!
He's ready. Yeah.
Hang on. Wow! Kill me, Andy. Come on.
So,
Okay, that's good enough.
like you can see actively as it's struggling to like maintain its presence, you feel that the binding of it in the plane is starting to shift, and you can see that the weave, it's losing connection as it's losing energy or magic or its soul. Whatever essence is in there is leaking out, and it's weakening its presence on your plane of existence. And with that, he turns his sword around and says, I have divine power too. And he brings it down. But first, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Blinding Smite.
Divine power?
That's gonna hurt.
I know what this is.
A fallen paladin.
I won't say it, but oh shit.
So he casts Blinding Smite. So the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you roll an extra 3d8 radiant damage and force it to make a Constitution save to avoid being blinded.
Ah.
Why doesn't he have that?
He's not high enough.
Probably because he's not a level 10.
Let's see if it lands its attack anyways. Oh, it doesn't. Oh wow, fucking coming in big. As he comes over the top, Alfarius hears the words, throws up his shield, and it strikes the front of the shield, and there's a blast of necrotic energy that strikes beside him. You see lines of force rip through the building as the entire backside of the library explodes outwards and the ceiling starts crumbling. And it just keeps going until it strikes the edge of the garden and just finally crumbles. But he loses grip of the sword on the edge of the shield as it pushes outwards and more divine protection. A shield erupts, strengthening his resolve and will.
Yes. Faith holds strong.
And Cistern?
Alfarius' faith was stronger than his might.
It's the
Sorry, I was
rankings.
distracted on the imagery of my mind just seeing a boom. I just go like,
Goddamn anime punch.
you're next. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely what I saw.
All right. Fucking I Eldritch Blast the big fucker.
Good old Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Let's go too, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
With disadvantage, though. Yeah, well, let's do it anyway. Do it anyway. Fucking missed.
Hey, I have a thought.
Maybe
Maybe you should call your girlfriend and see if she can help out.
she doesn't listen to me.
I mean, if you ask, maybe.
She doesn't listen to me.
Typical
I mean, have you
girlfriend.
tried calling her?
This is a one-way street. I don't know what you guys don't get.
Pick up the mental phone, give
No,
her
no,
a call.
I'm good with this guy. I'm good. I don't want his girlfriend showing up.
Yeah, that could only add problems.
Yeah, his girlfriend's kind of crazy.
Cry, cry. Cry, cry.
Yeah, I missed. So, fuck.
So what a surprise.
Yeah.
Burn. Burn. DM burn.
Yeah,
Where's
that's
the
fair.
ointment? Where's the ointment?
That's
Get it now.
fair.
Before the burn starts to
Uh,
blister.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn.
Remember, float like a butterfly, sting like a bigger orc.
Luthok.
Sting like when you pee.
No. You know what to do.
Be careful in brothels, kids. I'm gonna
Don't go into brothels.
sing this dude's armor crack and stuff. I'm gonna try and see if I can have an effect on him. I'm gonna attack using flanking to hopefully get in there.
Good.
And bardic inspiration because I'm so inspired. Oh, look at that. 26.
That's it.
Alright, I do for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points.
Yeah. As the spirits take hold.
I think we're doing okay.
I was talking about you.
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm fucked.
So as you hit it, you come straight in the square plate where you saw it open, and it goes right through, right into the body, and there's a blast of energy that comes off of you, and it just stumbles backwards with the force, and you start to see like a face and a figure of a person, like kind of fading in and out, flittering over the body, and as it starts to lose its presence and he starts to be pulled away, flickering in and out sometimes, from his connection to the plane fading quickly.
And I look past him to Alfaris. I say, it was my turn this time to have your back, and I end my turn.
Okay.
Lucian.
Can I see his
Yeah, you can all see it. It's tearing apart, and it's starting to fade, and the armor has cracked completely open, and there's necrotic magic. You can see in the weave that this disturbance is closing and being torn out of the plane.
I'm gonna try to cast my magic missiles into that gap in the armor and go through and try and hit whatever that fading in and out is.
Okay.
Five, 6, 9 force damage from the magic missile.
Okay.
And
So you, once again, your magic missiles appear and materialize, and you send them straight at the arm, and it goes right into the middle, right through the chest plate. And then it's quiet. And then there's a loud explosion of force that knocks every one of you to the floor and begins to crumble the building. And then it starts to collapse inwards as his armor crumbles and smashes together as his force is torn from the world. And in a scream, an ethereal grunt of rage, a howl, and then under a blast of wind is ripped from the weave as his armor falls smoldering to the ground.
Fuck yeah!
The white, immediately, its life force drains, and it collapses to the ground once more, a lifeless corpse.
Ah, re-dead.
I'm gonna fucking rush over to Riken and make sure he's all right.
Well, you're not going to pick up the sword?
What? You know what? I'm not even gonna take
I've been
it back.
waiting for a long time to get back at you like that, dude.
You know what's
That's a
funny?
good one, dude.
We're
You know what's
proud of
funny?
you.
For the
We
exact
are
same
so
thing
proud
to
of you.
happen.
Look, I understand that I wasn't here for that, but I'm glad I was here for this.
You know what I want to express to you? I want to express to you how my thought process was. I'm like, oh fuck, damn, that was crazy. And he's like, oh, armor and everything falls. I was like, there's a sword on that floor, and I'm being baited. Hey, Riken, you need some help? You got really fucked up there. Let me go help you.
So,
Yeah, well, of course, Luthok's probably the only one that can wield it anyways. So.
I know a weird sword.
It's pretty big. I don't think you can.
I am proficient in all weapons.
DM says no.
That's
a big sword.
I'm all right. Let's get the fuck out of this crumbling building, though, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I go over to the sword. Is the sword there, or is it ruined like the armor?
It's still there.
Okay.
It's smoking, laying on the ground.
Before he
You can see, as soon as you approach it, you feel like you can feel the power of undeath in the blade and see it. You can see the ancient arcane runes, the divine markings of some ancient power from another world.
Oh, yeah, I picked that shit up.
Okay. So you grab it as the ceiling is collapsing inwards on you all.
Let's go. Outside.
I run.
Outside.
And
I go out the hole in the wall.
As I
yeah,
run,
whichever's closer.
as I run past, I pick up Riken as he grabs the sword.
Yeah.
Carry him out of the
Ooh,
building.
ah! Oh, God!
Uh,
That's gonna... You opened it more.
I dash.
I run out the anime hole punch hole.
Dash.
Yeah, I think the anime.
So as
punch
you all
hole's closer.
start taking off towards the edge of the building, and you get outside, you sweep up the sword real quick, grabbing the handle and pulling it with you, and the whole library just falls inwards, and then some of the rest of the structure and the second story of the building as well, crumbling in and blocking the entrance into the side of the house through the hall.
By the way, guys, I don't know what's going on outside, but there's alarms. Like there's stuff that like stuff's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not
Makes
surprising.
sense.
Yep.
I'm guessing as we run outside, we might start hearing these alarms.
You hear the alarms. You hear them ringing.
Is there any sign of the mayor or
Make a perception check.
his ride or die lady?
Right.
6. Not very good. 9.
9?
9.
Yeah, so you can hear that the alarm bells are still ringing. And then you hear coming from the opposite side of the garden wall, you can hear multiple people talking and shouting, and you recognize immediately that you hear Eladio's voice, and you hear multiple town militia have reached the property. And they're looking for the side gate.
Alright, yeah.
It
So
sounds
we're in the garden right now, yeah?
Yeah, you're out back.
It sounds like they're
Is there
responding to us.
Is there an immediate exit to the garden?
Yeah, you look around, you can see there's a side gate that leads to a pathway that goes circles around the outside of the house.
I walk over.
Got it.
I walk over to a Riken that's being carried by him,
Set him down.
and I give Riken a health potion.
Okay, well, we'll see if I need that. Maybe we should just sit for a bit.
There's alarms going off. The fucking city might be under attack.
Look, if the guards can't hold him back for an hour, we're gonna lose either way.
And us helping may make the difference.
Go. Do your thing if you really want to. We need to ration resources if we're really under attack.
A health potion to keep you alive.
I'm not dying.
Are
I
you
just need to rest.
I poke his wound.
Fuck off!
That's a big hole.
Yeah! Well,
I can remember the last time you didn't heal. Then you went crazy and blew up a horse.
I pull up this and I go, I have another one.
this is
fucking
different.
drink it.
This is different. Let's just rest.
I reach over and cast level 2 healing word on you.
Alright, well, I
And
can't
take-
stop you.
and I take my potion back.
Yeah, okay.
13 points of health back.
Alrighty.
Alright.
That solves that problem. Now,
Well,
I leave out the side gate and I go and run around the front of the house, the building. What do I see?
You see the town.
No siege going on, no fires, no death.
No.
Cool. We're okay.
yeah, the alarms are probably because the mayor and his wife found the guard.
So we're in a garden, right?
Yes.
Do I notice any creatures around me?
No.
Us.
There's a lot of noise. They're probably scattered.
Okay.
Did I hear Eladia's voice too?
Sure.
I'm gonna go to.
They're still talking. They're talking to each other
Yeah,
and trying to
I'm
get to
gonna
the
go
side
with
gate.
Forge
going
Line.
through
Was he in the
around
direction that I ran?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go towards Eladia's voice.
Okay.
I follow him.
Still trying to search for animals.
Crazy cat lady's gotta find her cat after she's immediately out of trouble.
I know, right?
Where's my kitty?
So, as you skirt across the garden, jumping over a couple of hedges and ducking through some rose bushes, you reach the side of the courtyard in the back garden area where you can hear the voices coming from. And then you hear a gate unchain and a chain being pulled off of it. And then coming through the side gate, you see Eladio and 6 town militia coming to the front. You know, and he's heaving and he's tired and they've been sprinting over here. It's obvious, a little bit of sweat coming off of them. You know, they're fully armored up in chainmail and weapons carrying shields. And he sees you all, he's, oh, thank God. Are the enemies still here? Are they still attacking?
No, Exodus took care of it.
Oh. What about the rest of the town? The rest of the town is secured. We think that they must have only been here to attack the mayor.
I don't think it was the mayor. But we have wounded. We need to rest. And I look back. We were able to fight them off and get and slay the ones that were there. We don't know if anyone else is in the library, but it caved in.
Those are some strange creatures to be going after the mayor. Or whoever they're after. They were dispatched, though. I'd say you'll find them over there, but And I look over the smoldering building.
Yeah.
As you can see, we took care of it.
Oh, by the gods. I was praying to Tyr the whole way over here. It's been a while since I've seen combat like that, and I couldn't believe what the mayor and his wife had told us.
So they're okay.
Some nicks and cuts and such. We patched up Misha's arm, and she had a gash on her side, but for the most part, they seem like they're going to live, and they're all right.
Those things had some pretty foul weapons. Concerns me that anything like that would be coming after anyone.
I mean, what was it? What, the undead? The mayor said that they were assailed by elves, warped and twisted by necrotic energies. They looked like they had been dug up and brought back to life.
Did anyone in town come across the massive man in armor?
We haven't had a chance to talk to anybody or see if anybody's seen anything.
Would Alfarius have known what that guy was?
Maybe.
We'll have to ask him next week.
Hmm.
They were undead creatures that were stronger than normal. Did I know what those were? Can I roll a history check?
You can?
That's solid.
I've never dealt with undead like that before.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Nicely done.
They seem stronger and faster and more undead.
Conscious. They sized us up.
We had to re-dead them to get rid of them.
Wasn't
Read
a simple zombies. Yeah, that matches their description, but there was someone else. Far bigger and stronger and heavy armor and did that. Pointing back to the smoldering building.
So you see Eladio, he's, go! See if you can find anything in the rubble. And he sends a few of the guards over there, and they start, like, tearing through beams and pulling down some of the wood paneling and rocks that make up some of the side walls and digging through it. Either way, I'm glad to see that you're alive, if even barely. During the time that you were gone, we did have reports of creatures attacking people on the roads. Travelers have been having trouble coming back to and from Anvil. I mean, the mayor of Anvil, he came under heavy guard to come down the pass just because of the risks presented by Safana and the elves and everything else that had happened recently. But we thought it was getting better after we heard that you had dealt with all the goblins and the ogres.
Zuf, we found that. The elven girl. Did she look kind of like these undead? Did she look like maybe she was heading that way?
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
Very similar.
I bet she was coming close to whatever state those things were in. Probably being done by Sulthana.
Is the mayor and his wife safe?
Yeah, they're at the barracks. We blockaded the area, locked all the doors, and basically scattered the militia. Over the course of the few weeks you were gone, we had finished preparations and defending the town and built some additional campsites and such, and in case Safana had more allies or had gathered his forces.
Sounds like she's using this sickness as a weapon.
Probably.
Whatever she's doing to these elves.
Her?
Fauna,
Him.
him, her, it.
No, there's no way. There's no way that some elven rangers can make pacts like this. Not with what our soldiers have seen and been killed by.
His patron could, though.
That's what I was thinking of.
His patron? LaFay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that his patron?
His boss.
Superior.
So, you see LaFay, and Eladio walks right over to you, and he grabs you by the collar and pulls your face into you.
Oh.
And he says, "What did you say?"
He was working for someone called LaFay.
And he shoves you.
Oh,
And
god damn,
You've
easy.
never seen him break his composure like this before. And he swipes his hand. It's impossible.
Well,
She's been dead for 1,000 years,
anybody ever find a body?
entombed in their goddamn tower.
One moment.
The tower on the hill.
With the undead on it.
Yes.
And haven't you had
Nobody goes there.
a surge of undead around there recently? That's what I heard.
I haven't heard any reports. We don't send patrols there. The place is damned cursed.
Well, she's there.
Okay.
Bullshit.
The
You're
dark-
mistaken.
LaFay the
She's
Cruel
dead.
is back.
She's not back.
Well,
I believe
It's
nothing.
okay.
even if it's not the original,
She's not back.
it might not be the original, but
I have a-
someone calling herself LaFay is backing that elf.
Could be possible that someone's stolen her moniker and is using it as a cover for
Doing
whatever
it-
it is that they're doing.
And
here.
regardless of whether it's the original or not, you see the results. They're pretty good at what they do.
We see ruins and the first-hand accounts of someone saying that they were attacked by undead. Undead is nothing new. Ghouls and zombies
You can't.
pop
How
up
about
here
a
and there.
beast?
You can't deny it's all together, man.
I walk over to Riken and I grab his hand and I lift
Easy,
up the
Jesus.
sword. I said, "Does this look fake or imaginary to you?"
Looks like a powerful relic. But what does
Yeah.
it mean to me?
I have a question for
dark
you,
night.
Olivia. Two things, in fact. One, what would it mean if she is back? If she somehow lived? I've never
It would
seen
mean
you.
an impossible amount of interesting events.
I just mean that I've never
We've
seen
all heard the stories, and nobody really talks about it anymore. It's a part of the past. It's a part of the rule of Enoth and its collapse.
you.
The mayor would probably know more. A part of becoming mayor means extensively studying the region's history and past and learning it through and through.
Then I would, if possible, would like to set up a meeting with the mayor and his wife.
Well, didn't?
Well, that's where we're headed anyway.
But it doesn't matter. The connection to the undead, whatever is happening, she's dead. She's gone. The people made sure of that when the
Then
Noth collapsed.
Someone else has taken her name, and they're doing a
She may
fine
have been a
job.
powerful wizard, but assuming that she escaped death is a different task altogether.
My only fear is what happens when a wizard escapes death, what they become.
Babbling nonsense.
As always.
You're talking of powers and secrets that nobody has.
Then we would like to speak with the mayor.
I would like to speak to a
And the
cleric.
mayor's wife.
So, as you guys are having this heated exchange, one of the guards comes up with a piece of metal, and hands it to Eladio, and he says, I don't know what to make of this, sir. It doesn't make any sense." And he hands it to him, and emblemized on the front of the armor, burnt into it in some dark, radiating, ritualistic manner. You see an emblem. And the emblem is a white skull wreathed in green flames. Eladio hands it to you, shoves it into you, and says, "I don't know what to make of this connection, but maybe you're right."
Does this emblem mean blah 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 blah?
LaFay's crest.
So as you're holding on to it, Alfarius walks forward, takes it out of your hand. He throws it in the dirt and spits on it.
Oh.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Sulfury spit too.
Yeah, sulfury spit.
Gross.
And he looks and turns to you all. The symbol of the Formless One. The god of undeath and murder. And then we'll end until next Friday.
Oh, jeez Louise. Hey, we lived. We lived.
We killed
Ooh, that was
thing.
exciting. We were all friends at the table.
We're all friends at the table.
We killed that thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I like how the end of it is.
Also, someone has a life-stealing sword now, if it still works.
I mean, if anyone's gonna wield it, it's probably the guy who's already made a pact with death or a death. Or
I don't think he can.
Why not?
Damn.
Great sword? Can you move?
I mean, realistically, Your soul already belongs to somebody. So if that's the payment, how do you pay it twice?
Someone gets cheated.
You're
They gotta fight for it. It'll solve itself.
What I love
like
about
that,
Dungeons
Riken.
and Dragons, it's all open ended. Is like we make all these things and we talk about, and it's like Riken is always just kind of assuming his soul inhabits his body. At all, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
that's fair. That's true.
I love it because we all make these like assumptions about like the world and ourselves.
Yeah, and how it works,
And
and
how
based
it
off
works.
our like the view
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
So, hello everybody. That was exciting, and now
We
we're
made it.
back. Yeah, we made it.
You made it.
And yeah, that was a close one. We are all friends at the table.
I
How's
can
everybody
imagine.
feeling?
Really
Just a little, you
Oh,
know,
I'm
stressed.
really relieved.
stressed.
I'm really not as low HP as some of the other people, but that was still super stressful because
I
at
know.
any moment that dude could have put me down.
I'm really relieved that there was a
I
slight.
rolled some pretty niche, some really not even niche, some really clutch nat ones
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah,
I rolled 4 of them
I
tonight.
fucking love mirror image.
Oh,
That's
same
mirror
here.
image.
You got
Mirror image
critted and
is extremely
the world
powerful at level
expanded.
2.
It really is.
Tricks, I see.
Yeah, that shit was too funny.
That was awesome though.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I'm into
Tricks?
it. But
Yeah. Oh man.
still,
Well, you know,
good
thank you
stuff.
for joining us, everybody. We'd
Yeah,
love to have
thank
you a
you.
part of it. If you enjoyed what you saw and you're interested in seeing more, all of our prior episodes, all 17 up to this point, are on YouTube, including one extra one-shot as well,
Yeah.
which is called Paladins. So
Paladins.
Yes.
we'll go back to that.
Tonight.
DMs
Paladins.
bar our legendary friend.
Matt.
yeah, totally.
Legendary
improv.
Matt.
Legendary now.
Put it this way. Sieg and Malachi both loved it.
Yeah, good.
It's pretty good.
I'm happy. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it.
Kiss asses.
I am happy that anybody, even my own players, enjoy like the storytelling. That's all that
Yeah.
matters to me. If they're
Yeah.
having fun, I'm having fun. If you guys are having fun, that's all that really matters to me.
That shit was wild.
Just
I
sharing
think
in
it's
it.
stressful. I
Yeah.
had to run.
I know.
I had to
Good.
run.
Yeah, no,
That was great.
I saw everyone leaving.
30
even
feet
though-
goes far when the room is
Yeah.
only like 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nothing we could do to help her though.
Yeah.
Like we could have
We really
stayed
didn't.
in.
We didn't
and
have a lot of
fought for her,
options.
but
But aside for that, that's,
No one blames
that's
you
great.
for
We
it.
can discuss this in Discord and stuff
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
night. But
Yeah.
like I was saying, all of our episodes, this will be on VOD. You guys can go back and rewatch it. If you missed it tonight, I'm pretty sure that Corvo was sick and he had to get off, so he didn't catch the end of it. So hopefully,
No, not Corvos.
what was it?
Galvin.
Corvo
was
went
it
to bed a little
Gavin?
early.
Gavin.
Either way, if you
Corvo
missed
did
it,
leave early, though.
you can catch the end of it. It's on VOD. It gets and then the videos get uploaded every Monday. Correct,
Yeah.
Mike?
Yes,
Every
every
Monday?
Monday.
Every Monday.
You'll see them by Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Because I'll be uploading them by Tuesday night.
Yeah, so they
Or
get
Monday
uploaded
night, sorry.
Monday night.
Yeah.
You'll see them Tuesday morning, more than like. And please, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram. All of our connections are down there. Talk to us, follow us, so you can get notifications if you're interested in what's going on. And don't forget to drop us that follow.
Yeah.
Help support the channel. Help us get to that 500. Like we're pushing, man. We really want to get there. And
Yeah, or
Sasha's
just give us
good dog.
feedback.
yeah, or give us
thoughts,
feedback.
ideas.
Yeah.
Where we are, like Andy mentioned before, we're working on new shows and stuff. That's real. Right now, it's in the theory. It's in the. We're
Theory-
gonna do it, but we
theory
need to
craft.
decide what we want.
Mhm.
Kind of thing. So we're working on stuff. So if you have feedback that we can implement either into this or the next show, or you have ideas, or
Yeah.
even just story plots, I think it'd be cool if Alfaris is actually insert here or whatever.
Yeah.
Like storyline stuff you think is cool. Andy might steal them from you and use them against us, pretending it was his plan the whole time.
I would never do that.
And keep an eye on the Twitter and the Twitch
Yeah.
because we will be actually this channel will be hopping on with DM Green taking the wheel on some other games and what we may correlate with each other or even mean the DM playing
Yeah, I
some.
might actually even just stream some Guild Wars 2 tonight.
Yeah.
For a little while.
Be
So
a
if you guys
perfect
want to
time
come, if
for
you
those
want to hang out in the
Q&As.
channel tonight, if it goes live, it might not happen tonight. But if you happen to be on and you happen to see that the channel goes live, come talk to me and we'll hang out for a little bit.
That and also it's an excellent opportunity to talk to them like live in chat about D&D stuff
Yeah.
as well. Or I thought this was cool, or DM questions or whatever. They tend to be more of like hangout,
Yeah.
like casual play.
Way more. Yeah, way
Yeah.
more casual. I'm not a super duper serious player.
Yeah. So
I
if
feel
you
like
just
Guild
want to
Wars
just
2
talk about
doesn't
how your
really
day
have
went.
like a super serious.
Oh, it does.
Like,
That's
Yeah.
like the one thing that people do now is like get together and do like the 40-man raids, and it's
Oh, yeah.
like
I meant like
legit.
as a solo player, kind of
Oh,
just playing
yeah.
by yourself. There really isn't like from what I've seen so far. There really isn't a way to just like be a serious player. It's kind of just casual,
there is.
enjoy it until you
Well,
hit
it's
top
a-
The
level.
game does have a level of kind of absurdity attached to it, if you feel like,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of fun. Like the jackalope mount, like
Yeah,
the game doesn't
it's pretty
try to
funny.
take itself too seriously, so that's kind of a nice change of pace from other MMOs
Yeah.
like World of Warcraft, etc. I've been enjoying it so far. So if you play Guild Wars 2,
We should start a guild.
I think in Discord I'll put my character names in there. You guys can send me
Good
friend.
idea.
I'll put my account in there. You can send me friend requests. If you play Guild Wars 2, we can play together. Or if you're interested, we can play. The game
We'll
is
see.
free. The base game is free to play.
Yeah.
Up to level 80, and like the end game content there, and then the expansions are extra. But it's free to play, and I think it's fun.
I wish me luck. I'm trying to buy a house, and then I can join you guys in this shit.
Oh yeah, you just upgrade internet because you can't do any of this. Speaking of, did you bring your things so you could download the game?
No, I left it in a hurry. No, I.
It's
I,
fine, I knew
thought
you
about
did.
it, but it was like cram. It's just too
Rough
much
day.
shit.
Rough day, yeah.
Thank God.
But,
for D&D,
Yeah.
Like I said, we're working on shirts. Yeah, if you enjoy the channel, just support us and just keep showing up and watching the channel if you're interested in it, and drop us a follow, drop us, tell your friends, come into the Discord and talk to us, and follow us on Twitter if you have them, and we can talk ship and D&D, and
shit.
I love either way.
we
It
can
doesn't
do
matter.
that.
Yeah, we can talk shit too. Like you want to drop,
Yeah.
you want to have like a Yo Mama joke competition, like
or if you just want to have a real fun time, listen to me and Andy talk to each other. It's just really inspiring.
yeah.
It's a lot of roasts.
But
Roast.
yeah, tonight was a good episode, and I'm
Had
excited
fun.
for next Friday. There's some heavy fucking information again coming. It's one of those episodes where the story arc is finally gonna really start to evolve for you guys.
Matt, guess what? We're not gonna fight a hag. We're gonna fight a lich.
That being
Just
said,
regular
I
bandits.
hope you have a good night. We're gonna be tossing you over to a different stream, and may your whole week be legendary.
Legendary.
And Nerdypedia, thank you guys for the raid, even though we were ending, but it still matters. And we
Oh yeah,
appreciate
thanks
it.
a lot, man. Did you guys just
we
drop us a
appreciate
raid? We appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for the hosts. We know that we get hosts by RP Tavern and Dice Priori all the time.
You guys are
Dice
great.
Priori is great people to watch, by the way.
Nodologia.
They run reruns all the time, like constantly, and they play in person too. They have a set and they play in person, which is super awesome. And I, after having built our own set and table and going through this whole process, I have a much different respect for like Critical Role and Inkwell Society and some of these people who play in person.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work to do this.
Yeah, it does.
But it's worth it.
It's easy to criticize
Build a new one.
when you haven't done it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Until you've done it, the audio issues I've seen from them, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Now
I
you
totally get it.
I'm like, why are the commercials yelling at me? I understand. It's hard.
It's completely
But, Dice Priori, Dad Bod D&D as well. On Thursdays, they have Bod Chat, and they talk about random stuff. Yesterday, they had a good episode where each of the three people was responsible for drawing and building one part of a character, and then they put the character together, and it was a mismatch of just weirdness.
That's pretty cool.
So that was interesting. So you should go over to their channel, check them out, drop them a follow.
That sounds like a really fun idea.
That being
actually.
said, I think we're good for the night. So may your week be just as legendary as ours is going to be, and we'll see you next Friday.
Yeah.
Have a good
We'll
night.
miss you.
Yeah, miss you
Good
already.
night, guys.
Mhm.